So and this goat, like as I was trying to bang it in the ass, kicked me. And so I decided to mark it. And I decided to mark all the goats in my area with an X if they kick.
So
if you see a goat in Wisconsin walking around with an X on its ass, that oh shit, we're live. All right.
I was about to say, okay, okay, never mind.
Yep. Okay. Whoops. I guess we can cut that out later.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, totally. We can totally do that while we're live.
Yeah. Fuck. Yeah. God, I haven't done a fucking stream in months now.
I know, what the hell?
Because we did combat camera, and I was like fucking just into that and everything, and then I was like, I need a couple weeks or months for recovery, and then
I hadn't talked to you like all that much since then, even like just through chat and all that.
Yeah, like the podcast and whatever. But yeah, we talked a couple times, but yeah, it's
you definitely needed a break.
Yeah, it's just like that's why I say I'm just for the filmmaking shit, I'm done for a little bit. And like it's like I need to focus on my own business for a while.
That's probably smart.
Yep. And yeah, like you and I were talking like on the way back, like in the van, is like we got to focus on our own shit, pull our own shit together before we can do all these fucking projects and shit. It's like maybe we should establish ourselves a little bit more.
Yeah, that's the thing when it comes to like, you know, passion projects and pipe dreams and such.
Yeah, because you put all of it, you put all of your fucking effort and time into those projects.
And then you're like, oh fuck, I neglected all this other shit that's important.
And then it catches up and it's like, oh fuck.
Yep.
Whoopsie daisy. So
it's a good learning experience though, not to do that.
Yeah, it's just it was very fun. I do not regret any of that shit, but it was like, well, now I'm in it. Got to fucking, you know, actually try, you know, living life and like doing shit that I was supposed to be doing.
Mm-hmm.
But no, it was very fun. Great learning experiences on both sets. So
oh yeah, totally. Just like the combat camera thing. I mean, that was very strenuous. But
it was very strenuous because it was unscripted. It was just go with the flow.
Yeah,
you never way more than Revelate was. It was like holy shit. And it was also very much shorter, which is good.
Yep.
But yeah, it was definitely everything was a learning experience, and I mean it is what it is. So
yeah, we are here and it is now
for sure.
So what's going on tonight? What are we doing?
We are I spoiled it with the title. We're doing photo analysis.
Oh wow. So, and then we might have some other people jump on. Even we'll see.
Yeah, exactly. Like we're texting friends and stuff, and like all that. So it might not just be us, but even if it is, it'll be just fine. I want to show you a picture that I've seen it before, but I just saw it again today, and I absolutely fucking where is it? Absolutely fucking love it. And I want to talk about how you think this got done.
Okay. I think I've seen that before.
It's an original photo. I know it is.
Okay, and that is World War II, not one.
Yes, that's World War II. Yep.
Okay. It is funny. There are a number of German photos of guys screwing around like that I have seen.
Oh, 100%. But like,
yeah,
analyze this. Tell me how they actually got this to work. Because look at all the details.
Yeah,
the physics, and I don't know.
I would initially say he jumped. Like I would initially say he's like on a little tiny knoll or something like that, and he jumped, and that because you can see the top of the tree in the background. So maybe he was like up a little bit, like elevated, and the guy was down below, and he quickly jumped. However, I mean, you need a very quick shutter for that because like
very quick.
Yeah, there's no motion blur or anything. So I don't know. Like that's what I would think if I was gonna take a stab at it. No pun intended. But yeah. Either that or it's some kind of superimposement job that was done later or something.
Right.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, because like Either way, okay, so it's superimposed. Him sitting on the scythe like that.
Mm-hmm.
How do you do that?
Yeah,
Because
because
not on the ground.
You can tell his feet aren't flat on the ground. So
yeah, like
it's difficult. It's a number of
jump,
things.
man. He had to jump fucking 3 to 4 feet.
Yeah, just and do it and like have that perfect pose and everything
with all of his fucking gear and do that. And how many? So if he did do it that way, how many fucking takes did happened?
Yeah, it's a hard one. Also, like I don't know. I mean, I would think that. I mean, no, because if he jumped up, like his gear wouldn't flap up, like So
no. If he jumped up, his gear would definitely be doing that.
Yeah. So
it is his gas mask can.
Yep.
And his E-tool are both flapped up. So that's what leads me to believe he jumped. But I'm like,
yeah,
how fucking high can this guy jump?
I would say then. Yeah, I would say then it's probably unfortunately, it's a little grainy. But
yeah, for sure.
I would say it's likely like a old school Photoshop job where they cut out something and then they place it on something else and then do a copy of that. But very good, very well done. I mean it's difficult, dude.
it's fucking hilarious. I love it. I've always loved this. I saw it years ago and I was like, that is fucking awesome.
I like the name of it too, Flying Kraut.
Yeah, well, that's what I named it.
Yeah, but it's appropriate. So, that's what I would guess. But like, I mean, just upon looking at it, I mean, maybe he did just jump really quickly and then they took the photo. But it's hard, dude. I don't know.
And he had to be on a hill because the tree. Well, here's the thing: is they probably because I was just thinking like right now, like why would they superimpose another shot on a tree like that? It's like, oh, to give the impression that he's flying.
That he's flying, yeah. If it was just against a gray background, then you wouldn't know what it is.
And maybe that's a drawing behind him.
It could be, yeah. It could be. The arm to me looks kind of superimposed. The this right up here.
The
that
bayonet?
Looks, yeah, that I mean it very well could be, but it almost looks like that was added later. Because if you look around his helmet, he has kind of this like around the visor that comes down, it's almost kind of a little bit lighter. And
yeah, I don't know if I agree with you on that. I think it's legit. I think it's
it could, to me anyway, it just looks a little flat.
Yeah.
It like looks just a little flat.
Well, no, it's all blurred. Again, it's very grainy. Like the whole thing.
That's the unfortunate thing with it.
I believe that this picture was taken of him sitting on a scythe like that. Which is fucking hilarious. Like,
pretty good.
Soldiers, they fuck around all the time, right?
Yeah, I mean, they got to break the boredom somehow.
Yeah, exactly. And he's in full fucking kit. He's got a fucking grenade sticking out of his belt, for Christ's sake. And, it's like he's in full kit. And he's just like, I'm going to ride a scythe into battle like a witch and fucking just have a bayonet out. That's what I'm going to fucking win with.
Yep. No, it's pretty great. I've seen
he's got an army decal on there. So, yeah, he's just one of whoever.
Yeah. There are there are a number, for some reason, I don't know why necessarily. I always see this with Germans where they would like take a dog that they had and like put a helmet and the jacket on the dog. And then there's like, oh, isn't that funny? And like, I've seen so many fucking photos of that where you just got like the dog dressed up in a coat and a helmet or something.
Oh yeah. And like, even nowadays, like even when I was in, like, it's just, oh, let's put something on an animal and take a picture of it.
Yeah,
because it's funny, and it's like you're not hurting the animal, you're not abusing it in any way, shape, or form, but it's like, just the animal's probably going, what the fuck are you doing?
Yeah, what are you doing to me?
Or hi, you're giving me attention. In a dog's case,
Let me see if I can find one of those. War II German dog. Let's see. Yeah, there's a number of them. Yeah, okay, this is the one that I've seen a lot. You've probably seen this one. This one's great because the grenade just gets me. Let's see here. No photos. Open photos. All right. So let's see here. Share my screen. Yeah. Windows. Okay, yeah, this one right here. You've probably seen this.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
I like how they put the rifle like on the boots.
The grenade on the boot, yeah, because they had to stabilize it.
Yeah.
They give him a fucking That's awesome.
I know. He has a gas mask around his neck.
Yeah,
I
yeah, he
just
does.
noticed that. Yeah.
Well, they actually did have gas masks in the First World War, I know for sure, but like I don't know about the Second World War, like how they would handle with because gas wasn't really used in the Second World War. So
Yeah, from what I've heard, they would I mean, gas masks were a thing, but then they would as the war got towards the end, a lot of the guys would just throw them away and use those cans as like more storage. Yeah,
Yep. Yeah, because the can was mandated. It was like part of your equipment, and like, but yeah, it's funny as shit. Like he's got the helmet that's barely sitting on him
on his head. Yeah, he's got the grenade in his mouth,
and he's got a transitional fucking K98. Can you see the grooves in the stock?
Yeah, like right
that was
here.
a G98 that was converted, so that might have been an early war photo.
Yeah, could have been.
It's a here decal. It's an army decal.
Yeah, and the jack boots. I love how they got him to sit in this position.
Oh yeah, like because I mean, dogs a lot of times, if you're fucking with their feet, they get pissed.
Right.
And so yeah, it's like okay, well, they probably just gave him a shitload of treats and shit. And we're like, hey, we're gonna take this picture.
Chew on this.
Yeah, exactly. And no, that's a really cool picture. God.
Yeah. So like I often see stuff like that when it comes to Germans, like during World War II, fucking around. See if I can find anything else that's similar to that. Oh, here's a great one. This one I've seen this one before. Share screen again. This was a one that I've seen a few times.
Can you zoom in a little bit?
Yeah.
Yeah. The Flakhund.
Yeah. He's got the binoculars and looks like he even has like maybe a dog tag or something.
No, it's just the little flap that's on the straps of the binoculars.
Okay.
Not to protect it. But like yeah, that's fucking hilarious. He's just sitting there. There's a bunch they did with cats too. Like
yeah, I've seen a lot of those.
Yeah, because cats like would just show up on the battlefield
Mm-hmm.
and the Germans would just like grab them because they're like, well, we can give you food at least for a bit. And it's funny to see all these like fucking proto boomers on like Facebook and shit. Like, oh God, that poor cat. It's like, what? If it doesn't know wild, it's probably gonna die anyway. Like, at least it gets fed and it gets a fun experience. Like animals die. That's the thing that people don't realize. Like, we coddle the shit out of animals, and that's fine. I like that. I really do because I coddle the shit out of mine.
Yeah,
but it's like animals usually just go out, and roam around, and then they end up getting killed. They get mauled by something. They get hit by a car. They starve. They get a disease. They're just like us, right? They're humans. Yep. They're like humans because we are animals. And they're always like, oh, why would they put them in that situation? It's like the cat doesn't give a fuck. It's it's getting fed and it's having fun. It's getting affection from the people. Like, and it probably wasn't in combat. Just throwing that out there.
Oh yeah, no, absolutely. Well, and that's what they care about, the animals. It's like if they're getting fed or not.
Right, and also like they were saying in one picture that is pretty popular. If you can pull, or I don't know if you can pull it up and find it. It's kind of a deep, like buried one, but like it's in Barbarossa, and there's a fucking picture of like a 251. I don't know if it has any armament on it, but a 251 half track, and there's an orange cat, which is very close to my heart because again, we have 4 orange cats. You've seen them all.
Oh yeah,
fucking terrors, and and it's got an orange cat, and they said that the orange cat would like alert them if like it heard like the rumblings in the distance before human ears can hear it. It would start perking up and shit, and it was kind of like a canary in the coal mine kind of deal where it was like, oh shit, they're moving. So we're about to be attacked.
Let me
and the cat just stayed with them because it was getting fed and it was getting nurtured and everything like that. So
yeah, I just looked up on Google Images. There's a couple of cats like on some vehicles, but I haven't seen.
It's definitely a 251. You'll see it's like in the back of a 251, looking forward out of the front 2 like slits, but it's in the back, like so you can see the 2 guys sitting there with the cat, and the cat's just kind of chilling out.
Let me see here.
It's a really cool picture. It also is a big morale boost to people if you can find an animal like that. You know,
that's the thing. Yeah, it's like, well, I mean, in like a lot of the German, stuff I've read, where and when they have like a dog with them, they always call it their mascot. You know, it's
Yeah.
like it's their unit mascot or something. So,
well, it's like it also like you're trying to kill everything, right?
uh-huh.
But you're also trying to keep this one thing alive, and that keeps your humanity, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Is like, yeah, you want to keep this thing alive while you're trying to kill everything else.
Yeah.
And
Okay, I found one where a kitty, an orange cat is I think it's a 251 is kind of like pawing at the MG34 ammo belt.
I think that yeah, pull it up.
Okay,
yep.
yeah,
Pull it up. I think that's the one. I think that's the one.
Let's see here. It's definitely a half track.
Yeah, for sure.
Screen.
Yeah, it's really interesting. Like and it's always documented like in wartime.
Mm-hmm.
That's it. Yes, that's the one. Yep.
Yeah,
and that's colorized too, by the way.
It is. Yeah, you can tell.
But it's an orange cat, and then he's pawing at because the belt's moving in a way that the cat.
Yeah, so it's like, oh, it's something, a shiny thing moving.
Yeah, yeah, like.
Of course, they're amused by it.
Yeah, that's the picture I was thinking of. It's just colorized. Yeah, it's awesome.
That's pretty cool. Yeah, that's the driver right there.
Yep, and he's just sitting there. They're kind of just chilling out. That was in Barbarossa, if I remember correctly, and because they got the sights on there. They got the fucking everything. Everything's locked and loaded, ready to go.
Yep.
But then there was a memoir that somebody had quoted that said that they'd find cats a lot, and they would do this. They'd feed them and everything, like I just said. And then, yeah, they would be like the first alert, like way before the attack was coming, just like dogs. Like they would know, and they would perk up and start acting weird, and then be like, oh shit, we're getting attacked.
That's how they know. Yeah, that's a great way to figure that out. To determine that is like, oh yeah, keep this animal with us because that helps us.
Yeah, and we're feeding the animal, we're keeping it alive.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, that's just kind of a fun thing. Like cats and dogs with humans historically, and horses, like somebody brought up in the comments, have been historically like the three animals that humans kind of just need. I think, you need all three of them at some point. And it's just fucking cool to see because he's wiggling the belt. That's what he's doing for the picture.
Yeah.
He's wiggling the belt. Zoom out a little bit. Yeah. Yeah. Because the cat's like, I can't resist. It's like a string. It's like a string toy. He's just like, he's probably batting the shit out of the belt.
Yep. Oh, it's so funny.
But he's a very small cat. Like he's probably like.
He's probably like, a little, probably almost
months.
a year old. Yeah.
Yeah. 8 months, if that. Yeah. And because most orange tabbies are males. About 85% of orange tabbies are males. And well, actually it's 90% last time I looked. And 10% of them are females. But like most of the female tabby cats are gray. And so, yeah, orange ones are usually male. So that's funny as shit. And his whiskers are just, he's fucking perked up. He's like, I'm going to bat the shit out of this belt of 8mm.
That's so fucking funny.
At least they're not using blanks.
That if it was a movie that might happen. I've seen that happen before.
I know. No, this is because you could tell they're wearing their overseas caps and everything like that. So they're like they're on the line, but they're not like engaged,
Yeah, they're not wearing their tunics. They're
no.
They just got their. I don't know if this is the colorization. I don't know if this is the right color for this. This should be more
dude, there were so many. It depends on how much it faded,
right?
Whatever. But no, that colorization is right because there were just like the fucking uniforms themselves. So many variations, so many dye lots from different manufacturers and different days because they were hand mixed. Yeah, and if they didn't have a certain hue that day of dye, that just whatever. But that looks like it's just kind of like sun bleached a little bit from the gray. And yeah,
very cool, very cool. You got any of the show?
Let me look real quick.
Okay, because I got folders of stuff, not animal related, but other stuff.
Yeah, it's fine. Let's see, history photos. Oh, for fuck's sake! It's got to like. Okay, so I don't know if I've actually displayed this before, But I want you, and I also want people in the comments to tell me what country, what war these guys are from. Okay?
All right.
So this is going to be fun, probably for you.
Uh-huh. Okay. Well, right off the bat, do you want me to say, or do you want to wait for other people to say?
We'll give it a couple seconds. Just analyze this for a second.
Okay. All right. Okay, I'm seeing.
I don't know if you're going to get this one.
Well, if it's if I was gonna go with my first thought, then probably not. My first thought was World War I, obviously.
The conflict is correct. Yes.
Okay. World War I. Okay,
is it yes.
Is it Austro-Hungarian?
Nope.
No. Okay. Well, let's see the brown too. This isn't Eastern Front, is it?
Sort of. Yes.
Okay. Because like when I just glanced at it, I'm like, oh, I see, the Stahlhelms, but then I'm like, well, they're wearing these brown uniforms. That's different. So that they're not Russian.
Nope.
Not Russians with like ad hoc stuff on.
Nope.
Let's see.
Oh, Trey's in the house. Trey, do you want to come on? You got time, or are you working?
Do I know Trey?
Yeah, he's been on the podcast.
Oh, yeah. Okay, cool.
They're not Poles. Nope. Not Czech. Nope.
I was going to say Austrian, but you said that's not right. So that would be my guess was Austrian.
This is a fucking absolute nerd picture.
Okay. Because it's like a hodgepodge of things.
Oh, it is.
Oh, Bulgarian?
Yeah.
Nice.
These are Bulgarian troops in the First World War.
Okay. Interesting.
Yes. And so they are wearing Austro-Hungarian-esque, like the great, because so World War I politics plays out like this.
Mm-hmm.
Bulgaria was called Little Germany
because
they wanted so much to be with the Central Powers and everything, and the politics were like, yeah, hey, we're gonna do this and we'll support you and everything. So they fought the Romanians, they fought the fucking the Greeks, they fought all this shit on the kind of Sicilian front, like way down, and they got a lot of German gear and a lot of Austro-Hungarian gear out of this. Now, Bulgarians wore the same color tunics and uniforms basically through both world wars. These two guys that are wearing gray probably got their uniforms so fucked up, and then they were just issued that from an Austro-Hungarian, like a passing Austro-Hungarian unit,
right?
Or they got it because they weren't really quote unquote allowed to wear that, but whatever they had, And so yeah, but you see the brown uniforms with the red piping.
Okay, so that's what gives it away.
Yeah, but a lot of guys wore brown uniforms with red piping.
Yeah. Well, also, like what threw me off, the guy on the far right there has like a medal on his thing, which that's why I was like, is that Russian? Because like that's what I usually see.
Exactly, it's Russians. Not Russian; it's Bulgarian. Yeah. And they're also using German grenades. They're using the M17.
Yeah, and that was also like I was like, oh my, because those are definitely World War I era, grenades.
Yeah, because they got the clips on them to hook on the belt, and
yep.
They're just these are apparently Bulgarian stormtroopers.
Okay.
Yeah, and the one guy, if you look at the bottom left, he's actually got a German Iron Cross second class ribbon.
I saw that, right there in the uniform. I'm like, okay, so definitely something related to German, or something.
Well, Bulgaria was Central Powers for sure. They actually had their own. I forgot exactly what the treaty was called, but like after the First World War was over, like they had their own kind of like set of ramifications and stipulations of like paying back or this, you can't do this, you can't do that, because they were a central power, which nobody ever thinks about the Bulgarians or the Romanians for that fact, who were allies, right?
Right.
And so yeah, it's a fucking awesome picture. Oh, I see it says the watermark right here is Royal Bulgaria in color.
Are
Nobody
they
noticed it.
are they carrying Mosin Nagants?
No, they would have been carrying, honestly, they would have been carrying at that point. It's a kind of a hodgepodge between like Mannlicher Schonauer 1903 rifles, like the Greek rifles,
Right.
and Mauser rifle variants. In this one, I'm pretty sure it's the 1903s. And they
Okay.
also would have had Steyr M95s, which they did after the First World War.
Okay.
Oh, wait a
Interesting.
second. That's a yeah. No, never mind. Yeah, I stand with what I said. But like
Yeah, the guy on
they
the
would have been
left there, I was like, that looks kind of like a Mosin to me for some reason.
no, well, they would have been using a lot of whatever the fuck they could get, but like
Right.
yeah.
Very interesting photo.
It's not an undershirt, it's a fucking tunic. Trust me.
Oh,
Undershirts look way different. He
someone's,
says undershirt underneath that.
Oh, okay.
Y-
Someone
th-
says
somebody's-
Someone says what battle is this?
I
Do you
don't know what
battle?
battle it is. I honestly
Okay.
don't know. So
Are those there are like overcoats hanging behind them?
no, those are probably shelter halves just hanging
Okay.
behind them. They're because they are way too big for an overcoat.
Well, the one on the left looks like it has holes for sleeves. You see that?
I do, but like so they're shelter halves. I forgot what the fucking name is. A lot of like Eastern European and Russian shelter halves would have holes. It would double as a poncho and a shelter half. I don't know if that's the case here. It might just be like the light. I don't know what it is, but it looks like it does have holes in it. But who knows?
Yeah.
But yeah, this is it's fucking cool. And they've also got the German fucking Gummimaske, the early like 1915 model German gas masks.
Okay, yeah, those two guys in the front there.
Yep, and they got a lot of shit from Germany, and it was just
Yeah.
like whatever you can send, we'll take it.
I like how the guy on the right laying down is pointing his rifle almost at the cameraman.
Yep,
See that?
it's just kind of a blur because he's sitting there probably like swaying a little bit,
Right,
like,
yeah.
pose. You know, it's like on the bayonet, it's fucking hilarious. You see the shine, his bayonet's all shiny, and then the rifle's sitting there. So
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a really fucking weird picture.
It is. Oh, that's really cool. You threw me for a loop on that one because I'm just like, what the fuck am I looking at here? These brown uniforms. So very, very cool. I know World War I is your ballpark.
It's more my ballpark, yeah, but like I still there's so much it's already been said, Pyrie. It's already been said, like we've already discussed this. They're Bulgarian.
Maybe they're way
They're
behind.
not Romanians wore horizon blue.
Mm.
The cut of the uniform was different. They wore horizon blue and they
I know the Romanian helmet's way different too.
well, they wore an Adrian helmet.
Yeah, that's what I mean. It's not the Stahlhelm.
Oh no. Yeah, if you see a Stahlhelm with some ragtag fucks like this, and I say it's World War I, mostly gonna be Bulgarian.
Right.
You know, and somebody said Turkish. Good guess, but if you look at their rifles, it's not a Mauser rifle or a Gewehr 88. You know, it's not a commission. It's not any of that kind of shit. And the uniform itself is like with the scallop pockets. I know the gray one, the guy that's standing center rear, has got the scallop pockets like the Austro-Hungarian style.
Oh yeah.
I think so this might be 1918 actually. They did go to a more gray uniform. I don't know how the colorization was. Like I wasn't there. Like I don't know what he did, but I also don't know about any Bulgarian gray uniforms.
Yeah.
I've heard things, but I don't want to like spew things as fact.
Right. It's definitely not a Car 98K. Someone just said that.
Oh God. Yeah.
Sorry, man. That didn't exist at the time.
Yeah, it did not. All right. You want to go?
Yeah, I got some World War II if you're down for that, because
always. Yep.
That's my wheelhouse. Kind of like what you did where you're like, guess what this is. I'm gonna see if you can guess what this is. I want to see also what some people say.
Yeah, so I'll give it
because the answer might be different than what you think. So who's got it?
Well, your title is up there on the top.
Son of a goddamn bitch.
I was literally gonna say. I was literally gonna say before I read that. I was gonna say that.
Yeah. Son of a bitch. I'm just gonna change the title of all these real fast.
Well, you can just maximize it, I think.
Well, can I get it out of the way?
Just pull up the same picture because its damage is already done. But like, pull up the same picture and see if you can edit the fucking title.
Yeah.
Or, I'm sorry, not edit the title, but like just maximize it so the title goes away.
Yeah, let me see.
Yeah, because I was looking at the top left corner just to kind of like get a reference, and I'm like, oh, there it is.
Fuck you. I can't, but I'm gonna change some things here.
Yeah, so Trey was going to say Italy, and I was going to say that looks like something with Operation Torch, just by the way they're dressed and equipped.
Yeah, we'll go back to it in a second, but because I got a lot of Torch photos here that I'd never seen before until recently. So let's see.
It was fucking insane.
Yeah, but I mean, the funny thing is though, dude, like a lot of people. Let me go back to it.
Yep.
A lot of people mistake Operation Torch photos for Normandy landings.
I know.
Yeah,
it's like, what they were wearing was totally different. Like
it's very different. Yeah, and you got to zoom in and fit. Well, also like, so yeah, the first thing you notice is that these guys they have these white armbands.
Yes,
and they have the American flags on their jackets.
That's what I was like. That looks like Torch. They're not wearing fucking gas mask bags. They're not wearing Mae Wests. They're not wearing fucking the inflation belts.
No, they're not wearing netted helmets either.
No.
So yeah, and everyone who landed had these American flags because they wanted the people, the local populations, for them to know who they are.
The French mainly,
right? Yeah, and that's why they also have these white armbands on.
Yep.
But and then these two guys right here are British. These are two British guys right here, and this is a British LCA.
Those are Scots. Those are Scots.
Yeah, because they got the kilts.
Yep.
But this is a British LCA back here. And landing craft assault, and these were used a lot. Not just the Higgins boats that everyone knows, but the British ferried a lot of American troops in all campaigns. By the way, in Torch, Sicily, Italy, and then of course Normandy. The British were used a lot for that. The Royal Navy was
so really quick. That guy that the cursor is kind of like to the bottom and left of, like that guy holding the M1 up on the
right here.
No, behind all these guys. He's putting on a Mark II. Or I'm sorry, a pie plate helmet, like a fucking Brody helmet.
Oh, right here?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's interesting. What's up with that? I don't know. That's weird. Unfortunately, he has like a number of people in the way.
For sure, but like it looks like he's putting on his helmet and then he's about to walk ashore, but he's carrying an M1 rifle.
Yep.
With a Brody helmet on. So is he a Scot that's got issued an M1 or
no? Because you can see he's got the white armband right here. So
then what the fuck's up with the helmet?
I don't know. Maybe it's something that we can't tell. Like maybe it's not a or like maybe he, was someone from a long time ago, and that was his older helmet that he had, and put that because there were like when Guadalcanal happened, there were Marines who landed.
Well, yeah, he would have had a Kelly. If the rest of the units got M1s, he would not have had a Kelly.
Right. So maybe it fell off the side of the fucking boat. One of the RN sailors
is like, here you go.
To him. Yeah. Like you're gonna need it more than me.
Yeah,
it's possible. That's fucking funny.
Yeah.
So LCA here, LCA 426. So and then that's a British thing. Everything when they have the 6, they put the dot in the center.
Huh.
Yeah. And then these guys right here, these are all again Royal Navy. You can see you got the Brody helmet
the
on.
Mark II. Yep.
And then so does this guy up here, and they're pulling this thing to the side. Again, there's a lot of not a lot actually, it's pretty rare, but Normandy photos like where you can see the Royal Navy and they all wearing Brody helmets and like black raincoats and shit like that.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, but Americans coming ashore, they got some big fucking thing right here they're carrying.
They're humping through the fucking. Well, also it was a fucking landing that like was expected to be very hostile, but really wasn't.
Yeah, not much at all.
They're just trying to get shit ashore at this point.
Yeah, there's a lot of Operation Torch beach landing photos, but like I said, and you can find them easily, but unfortunately, a lot of people think that will online label them as Normandy.
Well, yeah, that's the thing is like when I was talking about like the chicken wire and like fucking all that stuff, and like I was like, D-Day, the only one that anybody cares about.
Yep, the one that everyone, yeah. That when people say D-Day, that's what they're referring to usually.
Right. And I'm like, yeah. So, but this is like, these guys are just trying to get shit ashore as quickly as possible.
Yep.
And yeah, like,
I can't really tell. I think they're wearing M41s, their jackets.
Oh, absolutely. And the guy right there in the middle that's just kind of walking up.
Yeah.
He's got a 1911.
Yep. Right there.
Right. But it's like weirdly forward placed, which is weird. But like, he's also carrying an M1. So,
and they got the old school gas mask bags.
The old school, yeah. The fucking fuck. I
forgot what it's called, but you see those a lot in the early phases of the war.
Yep, they don't have the rubberized ones, so it's definitely not Normandy. That's why I was like, I'm looking and I'm like, oh, the armbands, no fucking assault vests, no fucking Mae Wests, nothing like that.
You ever see those armbands? Yeah, that's Africa.
Yeah, for sure. And to some point, Italy. Oh yeah. Oh, go back to that one. No, go back to that.
This one right here. Yeah, this is also Africa.
It's a wet dream.
All that shit.
Look at all those fucking helmets.
This one's also Africa.
Dude, no, go back. Or no, you're on the same picture, but like go up.
Yeah, what you looking at?
I'm looking at a fucking M17. Zoom in to the
left, right.
Okay, the cursor, go up right a little bit, north and right. You see the fucking that one. You see the lug sticking out? Go down a little bit to the right.
Like there?
Oh, maybe that was just the way the thing was.
I thought that was an Italian helmet.
That one very well maybe, actually.
Yeah.
I was looking at the one below that. I thought it was No, it is a Stahlhelm. It's a fucking Austrian M17.
This one right here?
To the bottom right.
Okay, this right here.
Italian one. Nope. That one. Yes. That's an Austrian M17 fucking rework.
Huh.
Look at the fucking so see the lug sticking out. It's kind of grainy right now. It's blurry, pixelated. But look at the fucking chin strap bail below that little dot. Okay.
So right here.
Yes. Mm-hmm. That's an Austrian M17 rework.
Interesting.
Yeah, definitely. I thought I saw that fucker.
Yeah.
So
that's fucking
cool.
And
the next to it is an M42, the newest helmet at that point.
Yeah, with the unrolled right here.
Yep.
But this one right here, that's definitely an Italian helmet.
Yeah, I
forgot what the name of the Italian helmets are.
No, my God. Hold on. Zoom out a bit.
Okay. He's gonna go get his helmet.
I'm just looking.
I was like, he's gonna have one, isn't he?
No, it's not an Italian helmet because the rivets, those rivets right there. What the fuck is that? That's zoom out more so it's less blurry. What in the fuck is that? Because that rivet placement, like that's how you can identify helmets is like the rivet placement.
Right. Okay.
That's how I was able to identify the Austrian M17 that you can see more clear now. Like you know it's a World War I helmet that was refurbished. This one.
Is that one also World War I?
No,
like World War I era. It looks like it.
The one that we're talking about with the two.
Yeah, because
it's not. It's what the fuck is that?
If you know,
it's got a fucking decal on it.
Yeah, someone said French. No, it's not French.
No, it's not French. It's not a fucking M15 or M26 Adrian helmet. No, it's not. Can you make it upside down so I don't have to crank my head? Flip it 180. Oh, there's more shit down there that we got to discuss. This is a fucking great picture. Mm-hmm. So, no fucking way.
What?
That one looks like a Romanian helmet with the liner and everything. But go down, like to where the helmet was. Yeah, we're inverted right now, Mike.
I know. I thought you said so. You want to go back to where it was? Okay. Just say flip it around.
Like, okay, so find that and then invert the photo. Invert the fucking photo right here.
Like mirror it?
Just invert it 180 degrees, just up, so it's right side up, the helmet itself. I just don't want to have to crank my neck that much. And then zoom in on that particular helmet. Oh, no, it's a German. What the fuck? Zoom out. What the fuck is that extra fucking rivet underneath the decal? And the shape is just not.
It's weird, yeah. Maybe it's damaged. Maybe it's like just one that got like.
Well, it's not
dinged up
Italian
somehow.
because the droop is too.
Right, yeah. No, I was wrong about that.
Drastic.
But I can't make heads or tails of it. And you're a way more of a helmet nerd than I am.
It looks like a German helmet, but that extra hole in it, maybe it is a bullet hole. I don't know, but like it also the droop of the skirt does not look. What the fuck is that?
I'll have to pass it around.
It's got a rim. It's got a rolled fucking rim on it.
Yeah.
Maybe it's just the angle. I don't know. Like
it could be the angle that does sometimes mess things up with how they look.
It could be the angle. I'm just gonna go with I don't fucking know. I'm gonna blame it on the angle. Because that is interesting though, like because it does have a decal on it.
Yeah.
Other things, there's US helmets in there as well. You see that?
What kind of here?
A little bit above where you're yep, there with the nets, yep. And then above there's a raw one. You can see the chin strap on the back.
Oh yeah, right there. Yeah. Huh.
So this is just a fucking ditch of helmets, and they're just gonna melt them down into fucking steel. Oh, it's pith helmets. Go to the right. Your cursor. Sorry.
Go to the right.
Go to the right.
Yeah. Oh shit! Sorry, I accidentally. Yeah, right down there.
It's all good. Oh Jesus Christ! Yeah, these are great photos. So the pith helmets, you see them?
Yep.
There's 1, 2 minimum.
From what I can see,
there's one, and there's to the left. You set the helmet on the left of the frame with the decal on it, the Stahlhelm.
This one right here?
Nope. Go a little bit farther left.
Oh, right here?
And then up. And there's another pith helmet. It's upside down. No, left.
Oh.
A little bit left. A little bit
left.
Right
here. Yeah.
Yep. So there's 2 pith helmets in there too.
Yep. That's the thing you see in Africa.
Oh, and then there is a fucking Adrian helmet. Go down straight from where you're at.
Down. Can't see the Adrian helmet.
To your right, just a tad.
Just a tad. Right there?
Yeah, that's an Adrian. That's an M26.
Huh.
You see the visor?
Yeah, I see that. Yeah, I couldn't tell from that was an Adrian helmet though. But you would know more than me when it comes.
Dude, this is a fucking orgasmic picture. Like, and there's so many fucking like overpainted fucking Africorps helmets here. It's fucking insane.
Yeah.
Amazing.
What is this right here?
Oh, that's a Stahlhelm. That's an Austrian M17.
Huh.
With the lug and the chin strap rivet for the bail being up farther. It's an Austrian M17. Oh, there's a Fallschirmjäger helmet right next to it.
Right behind it, right there?
What the fuck? Jesus Christ.
It just goes to show you just the hodgepodge of shit that, was
in
used.
North Africa. And it's like, you don't expect any.
That's also Fallschirmjäger, isn't it?
No, it looks like the back. No, the liner's different. It's the back of a fucking regular Stahlhelm. Oh, that is the back of a Stahlhelm, and then this is fucking amazing. Also, Tradus checks me and he goes, I think it's a US M1 liner. Well, then why would it have a fucking decal on it? Why would it have a fucking here decal on it? So
yeah, you can definitely see the decal.
But we were talking about that one that I can't identify. Oh, there's a fucking Mark II in. Never mind. It's right there. It's in the middle, very middle of this picture. Above,
right here,
to the left,
right here.
Go down. Yep. No. You were just there. That one right there. Yep.
Huh.
That's a fucking Mark II. It's a fucking Brody helmet.
Huh. Oh yeah, it is. Yeah, you can see.
Yep.
So weird, dude.
And then the US M1s with the nets on there and everything.
I think that's a Stahlhelm though. Or maybe not. No, because I thought this was like the visor. Right
actually
here.
With the visor.
It could be. That's a shrimp net, isn't it?
It is.
Yeah.
So go out a little bit so it's not as blurry. I would say that's a Stahlhelm because of the visor. Like the US
Mhm.
M1 visor is not that defined.
Mm-hmm.
So
But
these
it's
guys just captured all this shit, threw it in a fucking pile.
and I guess they're gonna maybe they melted it down. I mean, who knows? I guess that's what they're
Oh, they
doing with
definitely
it.
did.
Yeah, it's just so funny at the time how insignificant all this shit is to these people.
Yeah, it is.
You know,
It's like it's just fucking gear. It's just material.
I like how also like with this helmet right here, you can see the guy wrote his name inside it.
Yeah, that the very common practice. There is an Italian helmet right fucking there.
Where are we looking?
Right dead center. Dead center.
Oh, right here.
Yeah, right there.
Nice.
Or no, that's a Stahlhelm. My bad.
Okay.
The liner looked exactly like a fucking M33 though from the angle, but I just noticed the dip. Dude, yeah, this is a fucking helmet nerd's wet dream.
There's a lot, and some of these like that one right there looks like it was painted with the desert camo.
Most of these were, if you look at them.
Yeah, most they're like
they were
that
overpainted. That's
color.
why I was saying earlier, like a lot of these are overpainted.
Yeah,
and
this one right here definitely.
Most of them.
Yeah,
look at them because there's a couple that are more gray. Like there's one up by where I just said the Italian helmet was that you can tell is more gray because it's darker.
Yeah, these like this one and this one. You know, definitely.
Well, those are worn, and yeah, they also still have the decals on them, but they're still overpainted. It was just worn.
Mm.
So yeah, I mean, these are all from prisoners, of course.
Yep.
Like these were just captured. Well, most of them, and so yeah, what else are they throwing off of it? They're throwing more helmets.
They got a whole shitload of guns in here.
And then we got guns.
Yeah. So, and then that's the next photo that I have.
Let's fucking do it, man. This is fucking awesome. Dude, this is fucking amazing.
Yeah.
We got a shitload
fucking MP40s.
MB38s, N40s.
Yeah, they're all destroyed.
Yeah, they're fucked.
And oh, look, that's the 42 with that handle. The first
yeah, it's
type.
an early 42. That's you don't really see those a lot in Africa.
No, so that's pretty. Yeah, but you can tell it's a 42. The
it's
jacket
definitely
and
a 42.
everything.
Yeah,
yeah, but like that early style handle that you don't see in the later parts.
Yep.
Tons of 34s. Look at all those.
There's another 42 up there.
There's another 42.
Right there, yep.
That's kind of cool, but mostly 34s. And there's not two more, or one more 42 right there.
No, but there, yeah.
See, is that an anti-tank rifle muzzle right there?
No. No, it looks like something like a fucking tripod or some shit or part of a tripod. I don't know. It doesn't. It looks like it doesn't. No, it's not a muzzle for an anti-tank rifle.
Looked like it first. Oh, look, tons of machine gun barrels right here.
Oh yeah.
They just threw that off to the side.
He's wearing HBTs. It looks like, or are those wools?
This guy right here.
I know the shirt's a wool, but like
it looks like HBTs because you see the crease right here.
That's what I'm saying. Like, but the wolves had those too, but like,
right. But that looks more like that, like denim kind of crease with that.
Yep.
He's wearing his helmet liner. He's not wearing the shell.
Correct. Yeah.
Yeah. Is that a mortar right there? I can't tell what that is.
I don't think so, but it doesn't look like
piece
a
of
mortar
junk
tube.
or something.
Yeah. There's another 42 on the top.
Yeah, right there.
Yeah. Well, no, like on the top sticking out. Or no, is that a 34? No, that's a 42.
What this?
No, that is a 34. Never mind. My bad. Going with the stock that's very like defined.
Yep.
Sticking out. And
then just random junk as we get up here. There's I don't know if I have it in this folder, but there is a photo that's like this that has a bunch of the Italian Breda machine guns in it and such like that. So
yeah, because people don't realize that the Americans fought the Italians in Africa, Sicily, and Italy.
Yep, dude, is that a pile? Is that a pile of Lafettes over there?
I believe so. Yeah, it is. Yep.
Okay, cool. So
Brian and Nate would cream their fucking pants to see that
if they were on right now.
Yeah,
and then a bunch of those look like anti-aircraft tripods.
Yeah, the big fuckers for the 34s.
Yep. Some kind of wheelie thing right here, and then I can't tell. Obviously, it gets blurrier as it goes back, but I can't tell what all that is back there.
It looks like I don't know what the fuck that is. Yeah,
spent shells or something. Damn cool photo.
Yep.
There's a magazine right there. So what else do I got? Oh, cool. Here we go. Here's more of this shit. So I guess they're taking these rifles
bolts
apart.
out, yeah.
Yeah, they're rendering them useless, I guess.
But that guy's running a fucking cleaning string through it. That guy
Right here?
Yeah, they're cleaning it.
Huh.
What the fuck?
I don't know.
Are they doing maintenance on these fucking things?
Maybe send them back to the States for research or something. I don't know.
Well, no, they already had the research. Like,
right, yeah.
So I don't know why the fuck. I think they're just. So what it looks like in this picture, zoom out a little bit, is they look like they're just researching and figuring out which ones are fireable and getting them back into service. Right, too. You can tell like he's cleaning the fucking weapon. He's not like just taking the bolt out.
Yeah, yeah. Very weird.
What the fuck?
Yeah,
and also, like, holy moly.
They got like an oiler right here. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So what the fuck are they doing?
I don't know. They're all wearing their liners. They're not wearing their shells.
Like I said, holy moly, look at the guy on the right. Man, a lot of moles.
Oh. Gross. No offense to you, sir.
Well, he's probably fucking dead now.
He's probably dead, yeah. And then just a big pile of them back here.
So what? Okay, I've never heard of them like... Oh, a thought just crossed my mind. Don't want to fucking push a narrative on this picture. They might be checking them for souvenirs, like for guys to take home.
Oh yeah,
they might be. I don't fucking know. Anybody in the chat have any idea what might be going on here? Because I have zero.
I don't know, but I do see photos like this pop up where guys are doing shit with enemy weapons, and
they're cleaning them though. Like,
yeah.
That's the thing, is like, if they were just like taking the bolts out or some shit, throwing them in a pile, that's one thing. But that guy's got a pull through going on, and he's pulling the fucking thing through the muzzle, or the bore rather, and cleaning it.
Yep.
And looks like that's what the guy on the right's doing as well.
Yeah, very interesting. Very cool. Let's see
what the hell.
All right, so this is also North Africa.
That is not a K98. That is a... Oh, it's a fucking... But the buttstock should have the reinforcement on the right side. For a G3340, like the mountain troop rifles.
I thought that's what it was because it has the sight like up here on the wood.
But... Oh, no. I think that is a G3340 because... Isn't it... Let me see really quick. I got to Google this really quick.
All right.
Oh, it is on the left side. So yeah, that is a G3340.
Yep. Pretty
so
cool.
I thought it was going to be on the right side for some reason, but yeah, that's a G3340. So it's a mountain troop rifle made in Czechoslovakia. And what the fuck is it doing in Africa?
Got there somehow. I mean, yeah, just someone needed it, or someone, from another unit somehow got it. What I like though about this photo is that people, of course, think of Africa and stuff like that. They think of the heat and all that stuff. The thing is, though, when these guys landed there, it was in the wintertime. And at nighttime, it gets pretty fucking cold in like
deserts
Tunisia.
Are really cold at night.
Yeah. So like you see this in North Africa, where, like, guys will have like, this guy has his hood on and this guy's wearing his overcoat. I mean, yeah, it gets fucking cold.
So these guys are already in North Africa. They've got high pressure liners in.
Is that what's going on?
Yeah, like the thin ones, the brown ones.
Yeah, not the Hollies.
Or the low pressure, which are like the Vietnam style ones where they're a little bit thicker. They're not the fucking fiber liners or the Hollies. Yeah, that's cool. He's got a fucking high pressure in.
Yep.
But yeah, they're going over a G3340. What the fuck?
That's why I like looking at this shit.
Oh, me too. Like, I'm just like, what the fuck? Like, I didn't know those were in Africa. I thought those were mostly in Europe. Or
got there somehow.
Well, Italy's in Europe. So yeah, mostly in Europe.
Yeah, Mediterranean, but yeah, in Europe. But okay, this is also Africa.
Oh, I've seen this one. Yep.
Yep.
I think we've analyzed this before, but fuck it, we'll do it again.
Yeah. You see like those early gas mask bags, obviously.
Yep.
This guy right here has one of those early grenade cases.
Yeah, so they were shipped in. Yeah, and
Yeah.
like, why the fuck is he carrying it in the case?
I don't know. Yeah, but it's like stuffed in the strap of his gas mask bag.
Right.
Yeah. Very interesting. The sergeant.
What the fuck? Yeah, it's weird because like usually the guys just carried grenades to like where they could just pull them off, pull the pin, fucking throw them.
Right. But maybe early on in the war, like maybe they did that. They kept him in those cases more. I don't know.
Who knows? Like,
yeah.
Well, because I mean, also like the guy on the left's just not wearing his leggings, and if he is, he's got his fucking. Well, the guy on the right too, he is wearing his leggings.
They're wearing their leggings.
They're both wearing leggings.
They just got their trousers over them.
Yeah, they just want to tuck them in. Like they just want some ventilation. Fucking great. The two guys in the middle are like, yeah, we'll follow regulations. Obviously not Patton's army.
These guys are probably first ID.
I was just gonna say that. I was just gonna say they're probably first ID.
Yep.
But yeah, I mean,
canteen on the band.
Yeah, what the fuck is up with that?
Yeah, I don't know.
What are you doing? Well, I mean, it's when you're not in combat and you want it to fucking be just there and not have to go around in your left side of your ass or whatever, wherever you keep it. It's a lot more convenient to throw it there, but like, Jesus.
That might be a temporary thing. I don't know. Like maybe he'll strap it on later, and everyone else has it in the right spot.
Because obviously they're not in combat right now, but like it's, it's a really cool pick.
Yeah, it's cool though to see like the condition of again their uniforms and stuff in North Africa, because kind of like Italy, it's another campaign that you don't really see too much coverage on.
No, not at all.
Mm-hmm.
And it was a really rough fucking. It was more so rough for the Brits, the Italians, and Germans, but like
obviously,
the U.S. guys, like they were there and they did their part, albeit a lot smaller than the rest of them, but like they were in combat in North Africa.
Yeah, it was a rough start for them though. That's the funny thing too.
They got their asses handed to them on a silver platter. Like
it was a rude awakening,
dude. It was like, we are not prepared for this. Mm-hmm. We're fucked. Oh boy, can we do this?
That's why I'm always like, why is that never shown in war movies? Like,
because we got our asses kicked. That's why. Nobody ever wants to see the Americans. I want a fucking film to show what happened at Kasserine Pass and a couple battles thereafter.
Yeah, that would be great.
They absolutely got fist fucked and stomped. They landed and they're like, okay, all right, we're liberators, whatever. And then they get into the shit and they get absolutely destroyed.
Mm-hmm.
And then it's like, well, something's gonna change or we're gonna get fucked.
Absolutely. No, it's a really interesting campaign because it is a lot of just getting fucked over and not a lot of grand victories. That's why El Guitar is featured a lot in the movie Patton, because that was a victory.
That was like their first big one where they're like, we actually kicked the fuck out of them.
Yep.
And
finally.
And it was like, the African Corps had been fucking depleted from the Brits.
Yeah.
Mostly. And they sent their crack unit, the 10th Panzer Division at you. You kicked the shit out of them. It was not like it was in the movie Patton, by the way.
No.
The Germans were stupid. They went through a fucking pass, which is oddly enough how we got our shit shoved in the first time. But they went through like a bigger pass.
Mm-hmm.
And they didn't know when to fucking pull out. And they ended up getting fucked with artillery a lot. But anyway, and here's the thing is like simultaneously while this shit's happening in late 42 and early 43, shit's popping off in the South Pacific. Guadalcanal. Oh, we take that. That's why there's a lot of attention on that, among a bunch of other factors. But it's like, oh, we fucking took this little shitty island that nobody's ever fucking heard about before in their entire lives.
Mm-hmm.
And we have to go with that because we're getting our asses stomped in fucking Africa now. And then all of a sudden, okay, El Guitar happens. And then, okay, more campaigns happen. El Alamein happens, not us, but the Brits.
Yep.
And then, okay, the African Corps is fucked. Cool, that's a victory. Now we can start going, well, the Americans are pushing forward in Africa.
Right.
Well, the Brits did most of the heavy lifting, let's be honest.
Way before America was even involved in the war, Like,
well, they had they had Africa figured out way better. They just didn't have the distraction.
Yeah,
That's basically what I equate the Americans in World War II as, like in the not the PTO, but like the MTO and ETO, is it's a fucking distraction. It's an annoying distraction of like, these guys are here. You need to deal with them. But we didn't win the fucking Second World War single-handedly at all, by any means.
Oh, hell no. No, absolutely not. I mean, all of those fronts. I mean, there was, we're talking about ETO, MTO here. Like, there was British, Canadian, other people involved in all of those with the Americans.
Yep.
So it's like, no, there was never a time where it was, okay, it's just us carrying the torch, No, it absolutely not.
No, but you throw a bunch of, it's similar to the First World War in the respect of like, you just throw a bunch of fresh bodies in from another nation across the fucking pond. It's going to throw a monkey wrench into your plans and like what's going on, like logistically and everything.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, you throw the Americans there. The Americans got their, dude, in World War II and the MTO, ETO, the Americans got their shit shoved in so many fucking times.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
I mean so many times.
Yeah.
And
Sicily,
the PTO especially.
Italy,
like, yeah. In the PTO, it was like, how the fuck did we win that? Oh, the Japanese troops on that particular island or that series of islands was so fucking beaten down and so starved and whatever, and they still kicked the shit out of the Americans.
Yep.
And it's like, so yes, we're okay, but I hate this oorah rah America, fucking 2 world wars, we won that. It's like, no, we didn't.
Oh, absolutely.
We were a distraction and a nuisance, I guess.
Yeah. Well, that's what, it's funny. Like, I don't want to like go into a whole thing about hating on someone. I'm very critical of Stephen Ambrose as much as, Band of Brothers is a thing and stuff like that. But like you read his books, like Band of Brothers, for example, all of the Germans in it are always referred to like as elite units. And it's like, hell no, not in Normandy, dude. Like the Americans were not facing.
They faced one quote unquote elite unit, the 17th SS.
The 17th SS, that's right, yeah. But like, no, when it came, and that's another thing that you always see that like, oh, Omaha Beach, it was reinforced by the 352nd came in and they were a seasoned, no,
they weren't
hardened division. It's like, no, they fucking weren't.
they were like fucking. They were like National Guard troops that had been training for a bit, been all thrown together, and then
they had NCOs that had fought in the Eastern Front, but like the troops in such, like most of the majority of the troops, they also had a lot of Osttroopen who were not willing to do a lot of the fighting anyway, So it's like to say that like there was the Americans were facing like the German elite units that like Russia faced in the early parts of the war. It's fucking bullshit, Yeah,
and it's like they did face them. Obviously it happened, right?
Yeah.
Because like when the second SS got there, that was a problem because that was, those guys had been everywhere and they had fucking had a lot of combat experience. But like we were saying is like when Normandy happened and like they were breaking out a little bit, they went to Caen and okay. So also the 506 faced Fallschirmjäger at Carentan. Yeah. That's one fucking battle. And at Bloody Gulch, they were fucking, I guess some Fallschirmjäger were there. To the extent that it's recorded or understood in history that, the Americans are always fighting these elite troops and everything. No, it's bullshit. They're fighting army most of the time.
Yeah,
and it's like, it's not disparaging the German army, because they were fucking decent at what they did. And I think it was a fair fight. As far as like infantry is concerned with artillery and all that shit.
Right.
It was a fair fight. And logistically, just like the First World War, if you get a country or what do they call it? The aggressors or whatever. One of the aggressors has been fighting on 2 fronts, now 3 fronts because of the MTO for, 3-4 years. They're worn down. Their supply lines are completely fucked. They're trying to grow food. They're trying to get leather. They're trying to get resources and everything. They can't do it. And then you throw a bunch of like random dudes opening up another front. Yeah, obviously it's going to make a difference. It's just sheer numbers, And no, the German army, put up a hell of a fucking fight
Mm-hmm.
on all fucking like 6 fronts that they were fighting on.
Yeah, I mean, just
and the Waffen SS and the Fallschirmjäger were tiny in comparison to the army.
Yeah, the hair.
Tiny. Yeah. I mean, like the Waffen SS, it was a political organization that was privately funded. It was weird how that worked, like privately and government funded. They're kind of like mercenaries that are funded by the German government. Weird, but like most of those guys are foreign volunteers, and there was very few of them.
Mm-hmm.
And they were elite, yes, but like they were not like these fucking special ops fucking operators. It wasn't like fighting the Navy SEALs in mass. Right? It was like, yeah, they had more training, they had more specialized training, they were specialized in different tactics, and they were a bit tougher in the mindset because they were more fucking. There's more brainwashing going on, in my opinion, from what I've researched. But people always refer to the German army as just a bunch of nobody. That didn't matter. It was only the elite units that actually put up a fight. I'm like, no, clown.
Yeah.
Who the fuck do you think stopped the fucking Allied advance on fucking 5 fronts at one point? It's the army.
Yeah, it's not. Yeah, the SS stuff, because it's like, it's kind of a, you know, it's like talking about, you know, the like the Empire in Star Wars or something like that. It's like it has like this mythology kind of to it.
Yes.
And yeah, and it sounds super sexy to talk about, but it's like,
and their uniforms are badass. And
right.
No, Hugo Boss did not design any fucking uniforms. They were a contractor for the army and the SS to produce uniforms. The uniforms were designed by army and SS officers. I'm going to make a video about that in the future because I'm fucking sick of that fucking myth.
Oh, I know. I've seen you triggered before when people bring up Hugo Boss.
Dude, and it's like it's just fucking irritating. But anyway, no, but like the whole thing about the SS and like these elite units, yes, some American units face them. Some American units that you don't even know about, or not you, but like most people don't know about, face them in circumstances where it was just like they just ran into them.
Yeah.
And it happened throughout the war, and it sucked. But those units were also ill-equipped, and they were fucking beaten down, worn down. Most of them ran.
Oh, absolutely, yeah. And like I said, there's a lot of foreigners in those units, you know, who do not have the spirit to fight the Germany's war anymore, as we've shown in like the movie that we did. So right. So yeah, it's really something that I hate seeing all the time, you know. Just it's trying to make it's, you know, Americans love the underdog story, you know, that type of story, yes. Facing the, you know, the incredible adversity, you know, with minimal resources and overcoming it. And that's the reason why it exists, is because of the whole underdog type story.
Well, yeah, and and you need that. And like in Band of Brothers, they glorify, most of the time they really like focus in on, and I'm not ragging on Band of Brothers the series, right?
Because yeah.
It is what it is. It's dated now, but like I respect it, okay?
Mm-hmm.
However, the main battles they focus on, like when they actually show the Germans, they're SS or Fallschirmjäger.
Yep.
And it's like, those are the elite units. Yeah, a lot of units went up against the fucking quote-unquote elites at some point or the other. And it wasn't like a prolonged thing, because most of the elites got their shit shoved in.
Yeah. And most of them weren't even elite anymore at that point in the war.
No, and like somebody just said in the comments, like Pyrie, he goes, the Waffen SS had exactly 5 divisions that could be called elite, but the rest were all subpar or average. I totally agree with you.
Mm-hmm.
I would say the elite ones were obviously the Leibstandarte, you know, the LAH guys, Totenkopf guys.
Yeah.
Second SS, Das Reich. The 12th was not elite.
No. The Hitler Jugend one.
They had army officers that were trying to get a bunch of fucking indoctrinated Hitler Youth kids that were fucking piping hot, full of fucking piss and vinegar, to go fight the Allies, and they got their shit shoved in. They had to retreat.
By the
they
Canadians.
They put up a hell of a fight at Caen. I'll give them that, right?
Right, yeah. By the Canadians.
Against the Commonwealth. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
They put up a hell of a fight, but they got their shit shoved in and had to retreat. And with the shell of a unit they ended up in fucking Hungary.
Mm-hmm.
Got their shit shoved in there, and then just kind of,
yep.
It's weird. It's like Jesus Christ. So, but so you get the LAH, the 2nd SS. I would say the 17th was actually a pretty good unit. The 9th, no. Yeah, I mean, there's a very few units that in the SS, like SS Panzer divisions, were really good, like really fucking good. And it happens that, you know, the 101st happened to go against them because they were behind the lines a little bit. They were in bad spots, so they went against them a couple times. And it happens. Like, guys faced SS guys a lot, and it wasn't just like this fucking long, drawn out, like Verdun style fucking onslaught that everybody thinks about. This fucking stalemate.
Well, no, and it's not. You know, it's not like, you know. People also sometimes like to equate like SS with, you know, fanatical, like, you know, crazy guys and shit like that. You know, it's like, no, I mean, just, well, the funny thing is too, like the regular German army, like they looked down on the SS. They were just like, those aren't soldiers. Like them. Yeah, they didn't like them. They're like, it's funny how people see, okay, like majority, you know, like the common misconception with the SS is like, oh, that's like the most badass of the German army. It's like, even the German army saw them as subpar soldiers. Like, they're like, that's a political movement. That's not the army, you know.
The reason people like the SS is because of the stigma of those few units that were actually pretty fucking rough.
Right.
And they wore cool shit. They wore camouflage.
Yeah, their camouflage looks fucking badass. I get it. You know?
Yeah, I get it too. I agree, but it's like, when I was 12, I thought the same thing.
Yep.
Now, growing up, I'm like, oh, so they wore that shit. It wasn't really effective because their tactics sucked for the most part.
Yep.
And they were cocky. They were arrogant. They were not well fucking provisioned, and they were not well equipped. It's like they had the bare fucking minimum. They got cool camouflage.
Ooh. But it's in Medal of Honor and Call of Duty.
Right. Well, there you go. Okay. There you go. Immediately. I'm gonna take a little, like, a 5-minute break for piss and everything. I suggest you do the same.
Yep. We'll come right back.
We're gonna take 5, guys.
Yep.
Someday I'll be cool enough to, like, put music on when we're doing this, but we're gonna take 5 and then we'll be
elevator music.
Yep.
I'm back. So my buddy John, he got back to me. He can't join us because he doesn't have the proper hookup for to jump on, but he is in the chat, so he's listening.
Okay, cool.
Yep.
I don't want to dissuade him from the way we are, but anyway, yeah, the whole SS thing, like, it's just like, just shut up.
Just shut up.
Just shut up.
That's funny. Like, what else do I got in this folder?
Let's see if we got any SS shit.
Any SS folders or as photos?
Yeah, I'm gonna see if I got any SS shit.
All right.
Oh, I've got a really fucking good one.
All right, here, I'll let you do it.
So I think I showed you this one. No, not that one. God. Why is fucking photo viewer being so stupid tonight? Oh, God. So this one is a fucking picture that I got from a film.
Okay.
It's original color. And I've shown you this one before, but like, it's weird.
Okay. Oh, yeah, I remember this. So we got some Fallschirmjäger guys here.
Yeah, and I know that the title, whatever, is up there, but like, it doesn't matter because look at how fucking mean these guys look.
Yeah, no, these guys are the elites, you know, in the early parts of the
early
war.
FJs are fucking. It's like these guys.
Yeah, they got those.
Show no fucking mercy.
They just their faces. They look like they're carved out of wood. You know,
Yeah, like the officer on the left. He looks like he's fucking pissed.
Is he looking over at the camera?
I don't know if he's looking straight forward or at the camera. That's the thing, is like,
yeah,
you can't tell.
That's pretty cool.
Even if he is, he just looks mad. Like that's a group of guys I would want to fuck around with.
Oh, fuck no.
And that's in Holland in 1940. If you can't read the title, people, right after the invasion, these guys actually did jump in, and they fucking with one fell swoop took over Holland.
Mm-hmm.
Not these guys alone, but like Germany just fucking did.
In the early parts of the war, that's how it was. Yeah.
Yeah, it's absolutely fucking insane. Like, these guys just look fucking vicious.
Yeah. See, these are the kind of propaganda photos, though, that you would want, you know, to prop up the German army as these fucking badasses.
So some fucking photographer working for the military or the government saw this and was like, I mean, I'm okay. Here. I'm going to analyze this really quick and my opinion of this. These guys just don't want to fucking be in this gay ass fucking formation, this ceremonial bullshit. And they're tired and they're like, can I fucking go sleep?
That's the narrative that you're attaching to this.
That is the narrative I'm attaching to it because it looks like that because they just look tired. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like, to me, they look mean and like fucking holy shit, but they look very tired. Like, I just don't want to fucking be here. And I'm being put on display. Yeah, we're the elites. Yeah, we fucked over your country. Big fucking deal. Deal with it. I just want to go to sleep. You know, that's my take on it. And like, also, it's a really, really good shot of the M38 Fallschirmjäger helmet.
Yeah,
because most of them are just flat. They're flat on the sides, like the repros and shit, and they're flat on the sides. They don't have that dip in the front. whatever.
Right.
That
These
is
ones
what
you
an
can
M38
actually
looks like.
You can actually see the skirt that goes around them. Yeah.
Correct. And so that's how they were fucking made. And it's a really good shot of that. But these guys just look so fucking like, I think, okay, correct me if I'm wrong, if you know this. I think the FJs were very picky on like the height and the size of guys and the athletic ability of these guys before they were allowed into the FJ.
That's what I've heard.
Yeah.
I've heard that a lot of people wouldn't make the paratrooper, phase, and I've always heard that before they got to that, I guess the equivalent of their jump wings, they would just wear regular stall helms, and then once they were actual paratroopers, they would get that helmet. That's what I've heard.
It's kind of like the boots, like
right,
yeah.
But
like the boots in training as well.
Those black boots, yeah.
No, they're in World War II they were brown. They're the Korokran. They're basically a Type 2 service shoe that actually was a boot. So like the ones you wore when we were at Doug's place.
Yep.
But just a boot and like laced up all the way, but like the same kind of color and everything like that. But it was kind of like a badge of honor because then they would, have those, and the infantry guys would have the Type 2 service shoe.
Yep.
So, but yeah, the FJs, like these guys just look. I don't know if this is an award ceremony because the one guy in the middle, or I'm sorry, to the second to the right, is wearing a fucking Iron Cross second class that looks fresh, and the other guys are wearing ribbons and shit. So I don't know if they like combined a regular like victory ceremony with like an award ceremony, because
that's what I would think, that it's they're like giving out accommodations, maybe. I don't know.
Yeah, who knows? And it's like they're all wearing their bandoliers, which is fucking. That was one of the stupidest fucking things.
That design.
That design, yeah, like tucked under the belt.
Yeah.
Like, come on.
I've never seen, other than the Fallschirm, I've never seen any other kind of bandolier like that.
No, it's because it was stupid. They took it from the fucking World War I design of like the bandos that they would issue. That in World War I, like you just drape over yourself and then you have them.
Yeah,
and you get from them first or whatever, and then you fill your pouches of them, and then just carry them with you for extra ammo. That's what they kind of did, because they're like, oh, well, the fucking leather pouches they'll fly off if you do a jump. Well, no, they won't. Like, come on.
Yeah, it's fucking retarded. Going back to North Africa. I have an interesting photo. I want to see what.
Yep, absolutely.
So yeah, I want to see what your thoughts are on this from just seeing it, knowing that it is North Africa.
Well, I'm pretty decent now at telling where the. Oh, okay. I know what this is. I've actually seen this before. So it's
okay.
That's a Hermann Goring division.
Hermann Goring division, yeah, because they had the SS camo.
Yeah, and which is privately purchased, or acquisition rather, I should say, from SS contractors to that one division. And he's wearing a fucking M39 Palm. I can't tell what model it is, with a fucking cover. And he's probably wearing, because is this a colorized photo or is this Kodachrome?
No, it's Kodachrome. It's original.
It's really blurry though.
Yeah. It's not the best quality. But what is
it
this?
It is M39 Palm, which is probably my favorite camouflage pattern ever.
Yeah.
And he's probably wearing the autumn side out. That's really fucking faded. And he's got the sleeves. What
is this thing right here?
It looks, honestly, dude, it looks like a fucking bike horn.
Maybe that's what it is. Yeah, because he is on a motorcycle. So who knows?
I don't know, but that's what it looks like, because he got the bulb up there on his like top left shoulder. Yeah.
Huh.
Like it might be that. I don't know, but like, yeah, that's definitely Hermann Goring. He's wearing shorts and a fucking smock.
Yep.
With his sleeves rolled up. Like you never see the sleeves rolled up that much, like with just bare arms. You see it with the tunic underneath, or like even just a fucking undershirt underneath. But like rarely do you see like the sleeves rolled up. This guy doesn't give a fuck until he meets the Allies.
He's not even wearing he's not wearing a tunic or anything underneath it. So
he looks like he's wearing an undershirt.
Yeah.
With the collar popping up.
I love photos of the Hermann Goring division because it's always weird shit.
Oh, it's the most eclectic weird shit. And they were all Air Force.
Yeah.
You
and
know,
they're a
it's
fucking
like
Panzer division.
yeah, exactly.
So
And they were also what I would call an elite unit. They were fucking rough.
I got another great Hermann Goring division
Yeah,
photo.
absolutely.
This
Let's
one
do
right
it.
here. Let's see. Can you see it? Oh no, here, let me I gotta stop sharing 1 second.
Yeah, no worries.
Yep. Yeah, this is Sicily. This is not Africa. This is Sicily. So, oh, thought I shared it.
Oh shit! Did you?
Yeah,
I
it's
was
waiting.
I was zoomed in like on
No.
the last one. Okay, so this guy is Luftwaffe.
Yep. This is also
Yeah,
Hermann
it's
Goring
Hermann Goring,
division.
yeah. So what the fuck is he wearing? He's wearing just trops.
I don't know. I don't know what kind of outfit he has. You can't see because all the.
Well, he's
fucking,
wearing he's wearing like jump trousers. It looks like
Is that what that is?
like because they're so baggy. Like it looks like he's
Yeah.
wearing like jump trousers. And then he's wearing like a fucking service shirt, like a undershirt rather.
Yeah.
Like underneath it, because it doesn't seem he has like Schulterklappe on. But he's got his belt, he's got his fucking machine gun pouch, tool
Yeah,
pouch.
you can see the Luftwaffe buckle.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, that's the first thing that stuck out. And like
Yeah.
he's also got the Luftwaffe decal on the side of his helmet. You can barely see it, but I can see it.
Yep.
And then also it's not fucking overpainted tan.
Oh,
It's a little bit, he's got like sand on it. He's got like he probably wetted his hand down, grabbed some sand and just went like that, but like it's not like painted.
no.
And he's got a
That's 42.
shitload of fucking 8mm on him.
Yeah.
But that looks like that looks like the paratrooper trousers though. Like
could be. I don't know. It's too vague.
And he looks like he's just wearing fucking low boots.
Low boots with no gaiters. Yeah.
Maybe like I think I see he might be wearing gaiters, but like a lot of times in Africa they wouldn't wear gaiters.
Right.
A lot of times they would take the high boots that they had and they would cut them down into low boots.
Yeah. I have so that shit I love seeing that. I have another there's some more I have some more Italian photos here. Let me try
absolutely.
and see if I can oh, this is a good one right here. This is Gala, Sicily.
Oh, okay. The guy's got a fucking 1903.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, 1903, but then you got Carcano right here.
Yeah. Cab carbine stuck in the ground because of the bayonet. They found it funny.
Yep.
A type,
big ass
fucking
big ass Italian machine guns over here.
Yeah, that's a fucking I don't remember what the hell that is.
I don't either, but I just know that it's that one that had like the tray that would feed the rounds back into
it. That's a belt fed.
Okay.
I forgot. I forgot the model though, honestly. The guy playing a guitar. They got the invasion fucking NCO stripe. So is this at Anzio, you said?
This is Gala in Sicily.
Oh, Sicily, yeah. So they would have definitely had those stripes on. Because at Anzio, they started not doing as much of the invasion stripes, which is weird because, it's right around the time in Normandy, but like they still did it in Normandy. And they're like, it just doesn't work. It doesn't fucking matter.
It doesn't matter. Yeah, it doesn't matter at that point. But this is like clearly this was some Italian position right here. He's got all these Italian weapons over here.
Oh yeah, and then a fucking accordion, and the guy's holding an M1 he's got an M1 carbine
right there. Yeah,
the guy's holding an M1 rifle, and this guy's got a fucking 1903.
1903, very shiny.
Like a straight up 1903, not an A3. You can see the finger grooves.
Yep, playing the accordion. And
oh wait, is that? Hold on. Yeah, it's a 1903. Yeah, absolutely.
And
a lot of these guys didn't put their fucking liner chin straps. So the guy that's standing up did. He put it on the. That's the thing is like it's so subjective. Is like some guys would tuck the liner chin strap, the leather one, underneath the steel part.
Yeah.
But then you get like less of a good like weld, and it would fall apart if you were running or some shit.
Mm-hmm.
But these two guys don't give a fuck.
Right. Oh, someone just said in the comments, Brita M37 for this right here.
So it's but like people in the comments always don't know what they're talking about unless it just is what it is. Like people they want to scream out shit to be right in the off chance that they're right. I don't think that's an M37.
Okay.
Let me just fucking Google
it. Looks like it. I just looked it up on Google Images.
Okay. Yes,
Yeah.
that is an M37. And they had those trays. Okay.
Yeah, I said that's that one that feeds the rounds back into it when it's done shooting.
Yeah, that's a weird fucking gun.
As most Italian guns are.
All right, so Breda M37, and then the one behind it is I don't know what
one.
the fuck that is.
I think it's another one.
It's gonna be too grainy too, like zoom in.
Yeah,
Yep.
Judging by the tripod, I think it's another one, and the grips back here. But
yeah, and also like they would have had that on a fucking beach defensive position. So
I also like how you see this a lot in Sicily and Italy. The guys are just wearing their wools; they don't have their M41s on.
yeah, either carrying them or they have them like nearby.
Yeah, but just because it got so fucking hot in Sicily, they would just like they'd take off their their field.
Oh
jackets.
yeah, for sure. Like Sicily was fucking. That was in the summertime. You know, it's like in the Mediterranean in the summer, it's fucking hotter than a rattlesnake's taint. So it's like, yeah, I mean, you're not going to see guys wearing the M41s, but then they get to Italy after even at Salerno.
Yeah.
Right. In September, they are like, oh, this is getting fucking cold at night.
Yep. Yeah. And then you see a lot of guys with like the collars popped up and stuff, you know.
Yep, for sure.
But I have some good Kodachrome ones in here, but here's kind of what we were just talking about. This is also Italy.
Yep, I know what this is. I've seen this, but
you see the guy has his tanker jacket folded up in his belt back here.
Yep.
So,
yeah, and it's this is third ID in this is Sicily, correct?
Yep.
So this is third ID in Sicily, and the one guy is wearing his M41 in the middle.
Yep.
And then
everyone else has their M41s off, and they're just wearing their M37 shirt.
Yep. Also, leggings are very present.
Yep.
Everybody's wearing things great.
Let's see. I got a lot of good photos from this series of around like what's it called? Salerno. You just mentioned it. Let me see here. No, I don't want to do that. I forgot where this is, but this is around the same time. This is
first
Italy.
ID.
Yeah. You see it on his helmet liner right there.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. A lot. They would do it on their helmet liners, and then like they started doing that at Normandy. They would paint it on their fucking
on their actual shell.
Shells.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. That's why you always see it with the 29th ID with that. But the first, I love this photo because he's got the Holly liner, and it's like a really clear photo.
I'm gonna be a pedantic fuck right now.
Yeah,
it's called the fiber liner.
Okay, the fiber liner.
Holly was one of the manufacturers. No, I just found this out recently.
Oh, okay, cool.
And so there was two manufacturers, and Holly was the most prevalent one, and there was another one that I cannot fucking remember right now, even though I'm being a pedantic fuck. But yeah, it's literally. I'm gonna make a video on this, like all three main styles of the helmet liner in World War II for the M1. Is the fiber liner was just compressed. This is not for you, you know this, but like everyone else, it was compressed cardboard, literally super compressed cardboard, and it was wrapped very tightly with this canvas kind of like coating on it, and then it was painted over. And they were like, good enough.
Not good enough.
No, it's like it didn't work, but they were used throughout the entire Second World War. You see them in fucking Germany in 45.
Yeah, absolutely. A lot of the fourth ID guys had them when they landed on Utah Beach.
Yeah. And it's like they didn't last long in super humid environments, but like it's insane how often you see these things, because it was pretty much immediately like when they got to the South Pacific and they got into Africa, they were like, there's a problem, these things fall apart and whatever and blah blah blah. Okay, we'll go to the low pressure liner.
Yeah.
And then those things started falling apart too. That just took longer. And they're like, all right, we'll do the high pressure. We'll fucking seal it with a lacquer, whatever. And then that was fine. That worked. But these fucking things, they made so many of them so fast that you see them throughout the entire Second World War.
Yep. Some just, lasted until the very end.
Well, no. And also they had so many, they would just issue them out.
Well, of course, yeah.
Like, here's your fucking helmet liner. But also, because they would issue the, from my understanding, they would issue the fiber liners and the low pressures because they had the set size sweatband, which was retarded. That was stupid. And so you'd see a lot of these things at the end of the war And you see examples now like that have been just around and they're being sold that have an adjustable sweatband with like a rayon lining. And also you see fiber liners and everything like that with the HPT lining, because they were like, well, we got to do this. And then, yeah, it was that I have to do way more research on that video, because I want to like, I'll do a short and then I'm going to do a long on it. But like, I want to just show people like the basic, like, because there was 3 main styles of M1 liners in World War II. And it started out with this liner, the big fucking cardboard, goofy looking fucking thing.
So from now on, is the proper term fiber liner? Is that what we should say? Okay.
I mean, yeah, it doesn't matter. Like if you say Holly, like that's the standard like nomenclature. Right. Like people understand that, but like, yeah, they call it the fiber fucking something, you know, the nomenclature that they come up with. But yeah, but Holly was a manufacturer of it, and they were the biggest one, and that's why they kind of got the name.
Okay.
But then these things were so unpopular. They were like, this thing's falling the fuck apart. I can't wear my fucking helmet, you know.
Well, we had one on the set of Reveille, and like I felt like if I stepped on it, it would just crunch. You know?
Well, I was wearing one when we did combat camera.
Yep.
And it was like, I'm like, it was fine, because it's actually a fucking high pressure liner that's got cloth and cardboard wrapped around it.
Oh, it's cheating. Okay.
But it's a repro, man. Right. I don't want to I would never wear a fucking original in the field.
They want them to last. I get it. Yeah.
Yeah, but like it looks exactly the same dimensions and everything. But like, no, the original ones, they fucking sucked.
Yeah.
Imagine wearing a compressed cardboard at where we were at in Ohio.
Oh yeah. My fucking sketchbooks were made of the same material, and they were dying out there.
Yeah, they're sweating.
Yeah,
you know, everything's wet, and it's like, okay, well, this isn't gonna work. So yeah,
it's cool to see it though, like especially in the earlier photos, you know, and you can tell
this kid, the early brass buckle on there too, like the really like shallow brass buckle.
Yeah, you can tell with the coloring, and this kid's I think this kid's in the Navy because he's wearing like this HBT, and I think he had something stenciled on his helmet at one point.
Maybe, like, but it's fucking rusty. Yeah.
Yeah, it is.
The kid's been around salt water a lot.
But this is, I forgot where this is. This is also in Italy somewhere. A lot of wolves.
You couldn't tell from the fucking writing on the wall.
Yeah. But this is also Italy's knocked out Panzer III.
4. That's a 4.
Or 4, sorry. Panzer IV.
That's a 4H or a 4G. I know
the difference. I just slipped up there, but
no, it's all right.
Yeah, I like how this one though. One interesting thing about it is that someone named the tank Sir Main, and it's written on the driver's window there.
Yeah, he probably fucking named it.
Yeah,
I was like, yeah, but that's a good hit through the fucking turret. Like that's
right there. That's death. Yeah,
that's a fucking, your commander's knocked the fuck out, killed.
Yep,
and you have to like wade through his guts to get the fuck out if you can.
If you fucking can, yeah. And then the track was disabled. I would guess that the track was probably hit first, and then the turret was hit. That's what I would.
Yeah, well, that's the thing. Is like people think that like
another trigger, huh?
It's not a trigger. It's just like, dude, most of the time, like in Kursk especially, a lot of times, well, the German guns are better, and that's why Kursk went the way it did. Also, that MG34 is out of the fucking ball.
Yep, yeah, they took that out.
So, but like, if you want to disable a tank, shooting at it from the front, not usually the best way to do that. Now, if you fucking take out a track, that thing is fucking sitting there. Then, like Mike just said, you can place a shot, because that either the turret's moving because they're really fucking spun up on shit and they're going to try to like survive, or as soon as the track's gone, they're going to be like, we're fucked, we're in a battle, we're done, bail out.
Yep.
And so hopefully those guys bailed out before that got hit, but like that hit right there is a fucking absolute kill to the commander.
Oh, absolutely. But they could have I think the radio operator might have, because the hatch is open here and the machine gun's gone. So maybe he took the machine gun with him and then
I
bailed
doubt
out.
he took the machine gun. I fucking
You
doubt
don't think
that.
he would have? I mean, isn't that what they were trained to do?
Yeah, but like, dude, if training and combat's two different things. Like, if you got nailed and your fucking track is screwed and you're like, oh shit,
Mm-hmm.
the machine gun is one thing. Your life is another. You want to
Mhm.
get the fuck out of Dodge as soon as possible. And yeah, the hatch is open. Maybe the Allies open that hatch
Yeah,
because the
we're
hatch. Yeah.
we're just spitballing. That's the thing that we do with
Oh
these
yeah,
photos.
yeah. We're just spitball. We don't actually know the
Yeah.
fucking history of this photo. We don't know that.
Yeah, it looks like some
We're just-
bullet hits right here though. Possibly. I
Yeah,
don't
it's
know.
like a 50 cal.
Yeah.
Because like 30 cal won't do that.
No.
Well, maybe it would. Well, no, that API was after Normandy.
So this is the same column right
Ooh.
here. The thing we were just looking at was this one right
Yeah,
here.
yeah.
And then there's another 4 right here. This one's also fucked up on its side. So
That's completely fucked.
yeah, so definitely
That
death
thing had a detonation inside from
the ammo storage. Yeah.
must have been or the gas or the diesel or something.
Yeah.
Like, because those fucking that thing got fucked up.
Yep. Turrets open, or the hatch is open up here. No. I mean, the guys might have, searched it or something. Then look at look at this one back here. Look at this. The whole turret is just blown in half back here.
Right.
So,
And
man, these guys got hit hard by something.
those are the Germans?
These back here?
Yeah, who is that?
I don't. It's too grainy to see.
Yeah, it is.
I'm guessing. I would say it's probably not the Germans. It's either
because you see the
Americans.
top hatch on that second Panzer IV is not open.
No, it's closed.
So, and then with that hit,
Yeah,
that guy probably was fucking DOA. Just
oh yeah,
fucking done.
crazy.
And maybe
yeah,
the driver and the radio operator got out, but like that thing's fucked.
Oh yeah, front tank, same column. There's Sermain back there, as we'll call it.
Yep.
And then a lot of people have seen this photo. This is kind of a famous photo. I forgot where it is exactly, but it's kind of a famous photo. And then this is cool. So this is this Myra, our friend Myra Miller, she actually got this photo for me. This is the photos taken from the unit that we were depicting in our film Reveille. And these are some German prisoners that they're taking right here. So looks like this guy is
Africa Corps. An Africa Corps cap.
Yeah.
Yeah. An M41. Yep.
Yep. Is he wearing trops? I can't. Maybe.
No, that's a wool tunic. It's a wool tunic.
Are you sure his eagle's coming over his pocket?
Yeah, but that's a wool tunic. Look at the pockets and the way they kind of.
Okay.
Fall
this guy right here
forward.
is wearing some camouflage. This guy might be Luftwaffe or something right here.
He is. You can see the eagle on his and the way he's wearing his side cap.
Yeah.
Or his overseas cap, rather.
Yeah.
He's probably Luftwaffe. Might be an FJ.
Mm-hmm.
Might be Hermann Goring. Who knows?
Yeah. So this would have been Central Italy, late 1943. These are some more German prisoners being taken by Americans. Not the best quality, but still pretty cool. These are pretty rare photos, so I was pretty happy that she found them. That guy, I think, is
definitely wearing a trop. The second from the left, and the guy on the left is wearing a trop tunic as well.
That one is too.
Yep.
But they're wearing. Looks like this guy's wearing wool trousers, maybe.
Because the trop fucking trousers, especially in Italy, just didn't fucking hold up. So they were wool. That's why we did that in the film. Is like it's more accurate, and
I've had to explain that to a number of people. By the way, people are just like, "Why is he wearing that mustard colored tunic?" And it's just like,
tropical tunic.
Yeah, like it's what someone who would have
the MTO that was all fucking over the place.
Yep,
over to the Balkans actually.
Yeah, so. You even see it there. Here's another one. More third ID.
That guy is a fucking cadet. He's in fucking officer training.
The guy with the bars. No. This guy right here.
Well, that's whatever. That guy is the one you're pointing on right now. He's a young kid. He's in cadet training.
Huh.
The guy, I don't know why the fuck that stripe is on him on the Feldwebel.
Yeah.
I don't know why that stripe is on there.
Who knows?
Maybe he was also a candidate for officer.
Something else.
Yeah.
This is you see this a lot where the censors they take out
the third
the
ID
patch.
patches.
But that would have been a third ID patch.
Yep.
So some MP is questioning these guys. I always thought a lot of the German prisoners really look happy.
The war's over.
Yeah, because the war's over for them because they can't stand it anymore.
Dude, it was so fucked up. And like, yeah,
it's just cool. Oh, this is back in Africa. This is actually this is El Guitar right here. So someone planting a huge amount of TNT under this tank here, which I think is a Tiger 1.
No, it's not a Tiger. Go back. It's a Panzer IV.
Are you sure?
There was no Tigers in Africa or Italy.
There were some Tigers in Tunisia.
I believe your history's off, Mr. Akkerman.
You think so? All right. Even though Tiger 131 was captured in Africa.
131 was in Normandy, correct?
No, Tiger 131 was in. I'm looking it up right now.
Yeah, please do, because as far as I know, Tigers didn't make it down to Italy or Africa.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Right here. Until 2019, the Tank Museum believed that the Tiger 131 was captured by, I can't pronounce that, in Tunisia on the 21st of April, 1943. The largely intact vehicle had been immobilized after the Africa Corps launched a spoiling attack on the night of the 20th and 21st of April, 1943. So yeah, there were a very few Tigers that were in North Africa. One of them being Tiger 131, which is the last remaining running Tiger.
Yep. No shit.
Yeah, I could have sworn this was a Tiger because look at this up here. And
well, now that you say that, I wish.
Pretty sure that's a Tiger.
It's square. It looks like a fucking tiger.
Yeah.
But so can you look up really quick, like when the Tiger was fielded, first of all?
Operated beginning in 1942 in Africa and then in the Soviet Union.
I know it was used on the Eastern Front quite a bit.
Yeah, obviously. So yeah, it says both Africa and then Eastern Front. Doesn't give me like an exact month, but
yeah, 42. So it's probably late 42. I did not know that. I was always under the impression that like kind of like the SS.
Mm-hmm.
It was like more of like Northern Europe and like Eastern Front shit.
Yeah, I don't think there was any SS in Africa, right? I don't think there was. No,
that I can say for certainty.
Yeah.
Besides, like the fucking maybe the occasional officer that went down to advise or whatever.
Same with Italy, right?
Yeah, as far as like divisions, Very interesting. So they had fucking tigers in Africa.
Not very many, but yeah.
And so that's why they probably took the picture of this.
Probably. I've seen let me see if I can find more pictures. I've seen a few photos from this same group right here. No, that's not it. Let's see here. El Guitar Tiger.
What does he have in his pocket? Is that a film canister?
Probably. It looks like the right size.
Yep. So he's part of a fucking film crew.
Probably, yeah. He's probably not really a ordnance guy.
Yeah, they're probably just like, hey, can we get a picture of our guy doing this to make it look like that? They're like, don't fucking don't touch anything besides what you're gonna touch, like we tell you.
Yeah. He's got a gnarly tattoo though.
That's a fucking awesome. That's an old school like 30s tattoo.
Yeah, I love that shit.
Fucking amazing. And the vein going down his arm. Well, no, he probably has been lifting TNT. So who the fuck knows? But it looks like a film canister.
It could be. I mean, who knows? Yeah.
He's got a 45 sitting on his fucking hip.
Yeah.
You know, so it's like,
what is this? What is this paper down here? Is that like what all this would come in or something?
Maybe wax paper. It looks like. I don't know.
Wax. Yeah, to waterproof it. Let's see.
And he's just tying all the fucking leads together. Oh my god.
That's a lot of fucking explosives.
Oh, that's an insane amount. Yeah.
They really wanted to destroy this thing. Yeah, that's funny. I can't find any. What's that?
At least he's got his helmet on.
Oh yeah,
He's
absolutely. So we're going back to Italy here.
Oh boy, the windmill of peace. Oh god.
Oh, I'm sorry. Are we gonna get this video gonna get taken?
I don't give a fuck. It's not mono.
Yeah. These look like Brits though.
Like, fuck them.
Yeah.
Oh, it's a lot of Brits. Yeah. Oh shit.
And some occasional Americans.
Yeah.
Some dead Germans.
Yep.
Don't know where that booby traps. I don't know where that is. Or that. Some guys walking through. Let me close my window, and if you want to share something, because I've been sharing a lot of things. So
no, it's all right.
I'm gonna look and see what I got. But if I got anything else.
Too.
Yeah.
Got a fun one for you to analyze.
All right.
Right window.
Is this your unit?
I don't know. Is it?
I think I recognize some of that patch right there. I've seen that on some of the things that you've had. So what is going on here? What is this?
This is a group photo.
Okay, that's you on the far left, isn't it?
Yep, far left back. Yep.
Yeah. I just saw. I was like, that fucking face, that look right there. I know it.
Yeah, it's just a funny little thing. We'll go to like more historic shit, but like, yeah, it was. This was taken there. Like, we want to get group photos of everybody. Everybody that does their whatever respective job and everything. And I was just like, fuck this. And then,
so you were just that look was your actual feeling at the time. You were just like, I hate.
Yeah, I was just like, let's just get this done so I can go be miserable more. Like, whatever. It's fucking stupid. But no, so for everyone that's watching, like, yeah, I'm in the top left and everything, and a good friend of mine is behind me, just going.
Oh, the guy with the glasses.
Yeah, the guy with the BC. He wore BCGs.
Oh, nice.
You could wear any glasses you wanted, but he wore his BCGs. And yeah, one of my other squad leaders, and then the guy in the center was our platoon sergeant. Fucking hardcore dude. And then the guy to the right on the picture of him was my squad leader for most of the time. Also a fucking hardcore dude. Very nice guy. Very good leader. And then, yeah, we've got guys on the right side of the picture. There's Smith, who we were together too much in Iraq. Let's put it that way. And then Sergeant Vang, who he was active duty and then went National Guard. And then the guy was funny as fuck. He was super quiet, super nice, very smart guy.
Yeah.
Fucking hilarious story about him at the end of the deployment. Because he was an E5 and he eventually put on E8 rank to get shit done at the airport. And anyway, he yeah, whatever. Anyway, guy in the front right is Nowicki. Fucking awesome dude. Fucking, he's a Native American guy. Had a really fucking rough life, but like fucking hell of an infantryman. The guy in the front left that's down there with his M4 is Nut. Literally, his last name was Nut.
Nut with 2 T's.
Yep. 2 T's. Yep. And
Nice.
Good guy too. And then behind him, Nelson. He was on the first deployment as well. and he
Nuts.
was
That's
a
awesome.
sergeant. But yeah, these guys are fucking hilarious. Just looking at this now, I'm like, Jesus. But yeah, I was taller than Duke, my squad leader, that's sitting on from the picture, looking at the picture, the right side of the platoon sergeant in the middle.
Mm-hmm.
He was about my height, if not a little bit taller, and fucking muscular, and he's a boxer.
Oh, damn.
That guy was a fucking beast.
Yeah,
And but yeah, that was our little crew. So for who's watching still, because there's not that many, but like a little Easter egg there. Yeah, that's me in fucking 2009, as in I was still 18 at this point. So
I know you went in as a youngin.
Yeah, I was 17 when I joined and 18 when we deployed. So very fun. But yeah, it's just a little fun historical picture. It actually is a historical picture now.
Yeah. That's
it's fucking 14 years ago.
Okay, yeah, I was about to say. So what year was that? 09?
2009. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. So yeah, Jesus Christ, I'm a part of history. But
Isn't that fucking weird?
It is weird. It is definitely weird. Like military history, rather.
Yeah.
But yeah.
I'm afraid I can't pull anything like that up. I was being an artist at that time.
You were smarter than I was. We'll just put it
That's
way.
what you always say, but I'm like, part of me is always kind of like, no, man, maybe I should have had that experience. Then I talk to guys like you, and I'm like, nah.
Yeah, not what it's cracked up to be. Trust me.
Right.
Jones, you'll tell you the same thing. I don't regret it. I don't fucking like whatever. It's not like I have like that kind of shit, but it's like, how would my life be if I hadn't done that?
I don't know, dude. I mean, I think you wouldn't. I mean, there would have been a lot of things that you wouldn't have learned if you hadn't done that,
and wouldn't have like learned how to take risks, I guess.
Right. Yeah.
That's the thing that I say is like that's the one thing it taught me is like to take fucking risks, like calculated risks, rather.
Yeah.
Like where you're not just like running out to a machine gun, whatever.
Yeah.
It's calculated. Like, okay, if we do this and we do this the right way, can we take out that machine gun, survive, and then have everybody else survive? Like as an example, like I never did that, but like it's like that example of like, okay, thinking like that mentality that does help you because it's like, if I take this calculated risk, even if I fail, what are the ramifications versus,
then just doing it blindly and not even thinking about it.
Right. And you don't need the military for that at all. Definitely. But like it did help a lot. And like also leadership, like leadership styles and like what I learned works and what really doesn't.
Yeah.
It's like people learn that in corporate. I get that. And it's actually very similar. But like the amount of time that I spent there and I learned all that shit really quick versus like people to spend time in corporate for like 10, 15 years to get that's one thing too that I will say, like the military does help you with that is like, oh, that is a horse shit fucking leader.
Yeah,
that's terrible.
You can just sniff it like immediately. You can just tell immediately.
Oh, exactly. And it's like, now I have to suffer under them. Fun. And you learn how to mitigate also shitty leaders. And like, I never kissed ass. I wasn't an ass kisser, but I also just like mitigated certain things.
Right.
And so that did help with that. But like, I'm talking to like the people, because I think you've heard this before, but like, I'm talking to the people that like, oh, I should join the military because you fucking learn discipline. No, most of it sucks. It's not fun. It's really not. It's not what it's cracked up to be. It's like, most of it's just boring, redundant shit. You deal with horseshit management, horseshit leadership from the very top on down. It's like working at a really shitty corporation is what I would say. So, but again, I don't regret it. And like guys like Jonesy, like I was telling you about, he doesn't regret that at all. And but it's just a fun thing. So don't regret it. Like don't for 1 minute regret the fact that you didn't do it. Nobody else that has not been in the military, you should not regret that. It doesn't matter. It's a fucking rah America first. The only way you can prove yourself is in the military shit, which I fell for. Don't fall for that. It doesn't matter. It's a fucking job.
Yeah, I mean that's what I've come to learn from people who like you who have done it and tell me everything about and just from what I've saw firsthand. Like again, when I did the combat training thing, Well, when I did the stuff where I would record it,
Yeah.
I'm just like, this is cool what I'm doing. I would hate to be those guys, like,
Right.
because
Because
I
you get
know
to go home at the end of this.
I do get to go home. Yeah, a lot of those. I mean, they were sleeping out there, and they were just. I saw them
Yep.
getting yelled at constantly. I saw them having to do tedious shit and carry all kinds of weight and everything. I'm just like, fuck that, dude.
Yeah, and it's
I did. I heard some interesting things from some of them when it came to just the way some of them were more like, what your mindset is when it comes to it. I remember there was one time where there was a simulated combat going on, so there was guns blazing all over the place, and one of the guys he was running past me, and I heard him say, "God damn, I gotta go back to war." And I was like, Jesus Christ, dude.
Yeah, there's those guys, like, we experienced that on combat camera to an extent.
Yep.
With some people, and you got to come home at a certain point.
Mm-hmm.
You got to come home, and it's more easy for others than it is for some people. But like, the whole like bro vet shit is like, you got to come home, dude.
Yeah. Well, this guy was like, you could tell he was, I don't know, like 40 something.
Yeah.
He'd clearly, like, before the National Guard, he'd clearly like had done
for sure
stuff, overseas, and he was just like you could tell he was just like getting off to all of it.
And it's the only thing like that some people know and that they're familiar with, and that's comfortable for them.
Yeah,
and I get it. However, once you get out, it's a job you did.
Mm-hmm.
And the sooner you can fucking recognize that, and the sooner you can kind of like come home. I keep saying that, but like it is what it is.
Yeah.
The sooner you can come home, the easier your life is going to be.
Mm-hmm. Come home, like
home.
You don't mean like, physically, but like mentally.
Yes.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yep. And the sooner you can come home and accept the fact that, yeah, you did some crazy shit, whatever. It's fucking insane to think about that. But like, when you can come home and become a regular person again,
mm-hmm.
with some extra skills attached to that,
mm-hmm.
you got an extra skill set, everything's fine. But don't dwell on that, and don't like make that your whole fucking identity. That's the thing that I used to do for a while, and then now it's part of who I am. It doesn't define who I am.
Right. Yeah. It's not what your whole life revolves around.
Right. It's a job I did, and it was fucking unique and weird shit, like weird experiences. But like, hey, I'm an average, everyday fucking person like you. Like everyone else. It's like, yeah, I'm still a nerd. I've been a nerd before I joined the military, right?
Yeah, that's the thing. Like,
yeah,
it's not like the military turned you onto this shit. Like, you've always been into this shit.
Oh yeah, I've always been into this shit, and I mean, it's fucking hilarious. But like, yeah, it's just now that I had the experience, and okay, I've done it, but it's not all of who I am. I'm a nerd. I love camouflage. I love fucking guns. I love guns. I love bayonets. I love fucking history. I love everything about that shit. And I have since I was 7. So,
right.
Yeah, it's a part of who I am, but it's not like the whole thing. And
that has nothing to do with the military at all.
No,
that being in the military has nothing to do with that.
Well, and also my opinion on shit
mm-hmm.
is not, this is another thing that irritates me, to be honest with you, is like my opinion on shit
mm-hmm.
should not be taken any more seriously than anybody else just because I was in the military and I was in Iraq and all that shit. It should not.
No.
It's just my opinion. I'm a dude. And I hate when people are like, oh, well, he was in the military. His opinion is more valid. No, it's not.
Yeah, you're putting them on the pedestal.
Right, exactly. It's like, no, my opinion is worth as much as everyone else's. Shit.
Yeah. And here's the thing, like, I know you've talked to a lot of veterans. I've talked every time I talk to a veteran, I never put them on any kind of I'm always just talk. You just talk to them
straight up.
Talk to them like a person,
They are, yeah.
Yeah. And I've noticed that they really respond to that, because they're not used to that. People are used to, they look at them as, kind of being on another level than them. And it's like, no, dude, it's like talking to children. You just treat them like people, And
Right.
I'm not saying that talking to veterans, they're like children, but it's kind of the same thing where it's like, just be
No, it
real
is.
with them. Don't pander to them.
Don't
Yeah.
here's the thing. Don't put people in a box.
Yeah.
Okay. I treat everybody, and you know this because you know me personally, but like I treat everybody the same.
Yep.
I treat everybody the same. And it's like, yeah, if you don't like me, fine, cool, easy, not a problem.
One less thing I got to worry about.
Yeah, and if we get along, if we meld, if we can be cohesive and all that shit, cool, I'll talk to you. But I'm not going to give anybody special treatment for anything they've done or that they want to do, or like, you know, it's just like treat everybody on the same plane. It's so much easier to just do that.
Yeah. I mean, it makes life so much easier, and you don't have to worry about anything else. It's just like, okay, I know where I stand, you know?
Yeah, exactly. And it's like, you know, that's why when I talk to vets too, like, you know, like Jonesy and I will talk a lot, and he's got a pretty profound experience, but he's also the same mindset of like, he just treats everybody the same.
Yeah. You know, and that's
when
I met
wants
him,
to be treated just normal, like
the
same
when
as well.
When I met him, I was like, this guy's just a dude, you know, like I can.
Yeah, he's just a regular dude.
Yeah, I can talk to him, and the thing is that's what he wants to be, you know, and he just wants to be treated as such.
Right. That's everybody that, you know, and I think you're right with the whole pedestal thing, and then we'll get back on the pictures, but like, the whole pedestal thing it's been such a post 9/11 thing of like, everybody who's been in the military, you know, and went to war is like, oh, they're a hero. No, we're not. It's like, it was a fucking job.
Yeah.
And yeah, it sucked. It is what it is, but like, we're people and we want to move on with our fucking lives. We've been out Jonesy's been out almost as long as I have. And he's like, we're people. Like, he's got a family, a wonderful family, and he just wants to be, you know, treated as such. And I hate that, because here's the thing too, is like on the other side is like, people don't know what to say. And that's why I don't bring up like my military shit with most people.
Yeah, because it like creates a wall, like for some reason.
And they get nervous and they're like, oh, what do I say? Thank you for your service. And I'm like, I know why you're saying that, but like, you don't have to. Like, I also volunteered for it. It was a job that I applied for, worked for, and then did it. Like, again, so it makes everybody uncomfortable. Like, and that shouldn't be that way. It should be like, well, yeah, when I was in the military. Oh, right on. Cool.
Yeah,
that's like
what
talking
I
about
always
a job.
Yeah.
It's talking about a job, you know, like, you know, it's a relatable experience because, oh, this fucking guy. Yeah. Oh, I know how that goes. Yeah. Management sucks. People fucking blow. But anyway,
I think just talking about movies and such, I think that the show Generation Kill does the best job at showing that it's like any other job working for people, you know, like working for assholes that you don't like working for and stuff like that.
There's a lot of tension all the time.
Yep. Just people who like, don't work well together.
But you can't just quit. That's the problem. That's the difference.
Right.
You can't just quit, which you'd love to.
Yeah.
But that must
be a fucking awful feeling.
It really is. It's like when you check out, you're like in like, you know, the civilian market and everything, you can quit a job. And you have to plan ahead and everything. You don't get severance. You have to get another job lined up. But in the military, you can't. And if you choose to, and you actually quit, oh man, they're going to make it miserable for you.
Yeah, that's what
it's going to take for fucking ever. And it's just fucking, yeah. But anyway, yeah. So, I mean, that's what it is. But like, yeah, the way people are so uncomfortable around, you know, vets and shit is, and it's not like you shouldn't, like, okay, you fucking volunteered. You thought you were doing the right thing. You volunteered to go over and do something that none of us wanted to do. Okay, it's respectable, but it's also like, I also don't want to fucking shovel shit and, you know, scrape shit off of fucking septic tanks in the inside of my truck at night.
Yeah.
Like, you know, so it's one of those things, but
it's a dirty job. I mean, the guy who did that show Dirty Jobs could easily do an episode.
Mike Rowe. Yeah. I don't know. I don't know if he ever actually went over there. Like, he might have gone over, who knows? But like, if he would have gone over to Iraq and Afghanistan with, like, you know, an infantry unit or a combat arms unit, Yeah, it's a dirty. It really is. It's just fucking. It's just shitty, and that's why I'm like, if you have 0 options left, go for it. Join the military. If you've got even one option to not join the military, take that one.
I had recruiters call me twice when I was getting close to graduating high school. And I told them on the phone, I said, no, I'm not going to go into the military. And the guy said, oh, okay, that's cool. Can you tell me why though? And I said, because yeah, and I was younger at the time. And I said, well, I just have this plan for my future and such. And oh, okay, but yeah, just looking back now, I was like, fuck that guy, dude.
I got like after I graduated college, I got a bunch of texts from like recruiters and shit like that.
Oh, really?
Because your numbers at college and that like they recruit at college and all that shit. So I got numbers. I'm like, yeah, no thanks. Fucking OIF 09 to 10. I'm done with this shit. And they were like, say no more. And I'm like, we're good.
They know.
They know. I'm like, yeah, I've already fucking done it. I don't want to fucking go back into the military. And
I remember you said that. You said that to me numerous times. You're like, with everything going on with whatever Ukraine and shit, you're like, if I for some reason had to be called back into service, I would be very unhappy.
Well, I'll find a bunch of ways to get out of it. Of course, and I'll say it publicly. I don't give a shit. Because I have celiac, right? Which is a no-go because I can't eat 90% of the fucking slop they fucking feed you, which is bread, carbs, you know. B, it's like I'm fat, I'm getting older, I'm broken. Well, you're fat, we can change that. Yeah, I know, but
no thanks.
Not good. I don't meet your fucking height and weight requirements. And if I did, then we're really fucked anyway. And I'd rather die at home. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Like, no, dude, absolutely. Like you and I, like it's way too old for that shit. You know, there's no way I
well,
could
dude, there was a dude in basic. Well, there's 2 dudes. One guy was 41 and one guy was 42 when I went to basic. And they fucking joined, idiots, both of them.
I was about to say, like they're a different animal than I am.
Yeah, but they also answered the call, you know, whatever. And it, you know, the one guy that was 42, like I was good friends with him in basic. He was in a different platoon, but like he ended up going to Iraq, and then I'm pretty sure he got out as soon as he possibly could. It's so physically taxing too, like on your body.
Oh, I'm sure. Yeah.
Like to do infantry, it's like, oh my God. And like, yeah, even if you're in total good shape, something's going to happen at some point. You're going to break something. You're going to fuck something up and whatever. And so anyway, what's your next picture?
Okay. Yeah. All right. So we're going away from the MTO and I'm going into the ETO that everyone loves. But let me just put this one up here. So this one right here, this was interesting because this is a rare photo. You don't see a lot of this. This is, what you pull it up here. So this is 4th ID right off of Utah Beach, coming right off of Utah. And you see some really cool things in this if you look close.
Yeah, I'm looking. There weren't 43s.
I think no, those are HBTs. Those are 8 because they don't have the fucking the cuffs that the 43 has.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah, they're
just wet HBTs.
4th ID wore a lot of HBTs on D-Day. You see that a lot.
One guy has got a 41 in the left side, second from the left.
Mm-hmm.
Tripod
for this gun right here.
Mm-hmm. But the gun that's 1917.
It's 1917 with that big the flash thing on the front. Yeah,
fuck me.
Cool. And then in the center here, you got M1A1 flamethrower, which is very rare.
Where's that at?
Right here in the center. This guy right here.
But why are the tanks so fucking far up?
I have no idea. It's kind of weird looking. It could be on the guy behind him because Looking at this might be an M1 like in
That
Pilo
is an
film.
M1, but it's wrapped in shit.
In Pilo film or something. Yeah, I don't know.
No, there's a bolt on there, like a bolt.
You talking about this right here?
No, go up a little bit. Up. Look at the bolt right there. Yeah. No, you're just there. That your mouse is right over it.
Okay. You said
that's a fucking bolt. But what fucking the muzzle doesn't look right.
I have no idea, man. But he's got the tanks. Even though it could be someone behind him, I don't know. But those are M1A1 flamethrower tanks.
You see the straps.
Yeah.
What in the fuck?
Very, very strange photo. And look, check out this guy packed down with grenades all along his chest here.
Yeah, they got the tape around him too for the spoons. Yeah.
Yep. You see 4th ID patch right there.
Yeah, exactly. Yep, on the M41.
So this is This is coming off right off a Utah beach.
Yeah.
This is once they were moving inland.
17. What the fuck? The guy's got a bolt on that rifle, but the muzzle looks like a fucking M1.
Yeah,
do you see it now?
Maybe it's caked in mud. I don't know. This whole
do you see it?
Yeah, I do. It just looks weird.
Maybe it is just a charging handle. Maybe it is. Maybe it's an M1 charging handle, but like it looks round. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Unfortunately, also it's like kind of a grainy photo, but I think there's another one. Okay, yeah, this is from the same photographer. Also pretty grainy, but they censored something that was over here for some reason. Yeah, they do that all the time. But more HBTs you can see because they're dark. M41 here, M41 there. You see this a lot where like this guy has a walkie-talkie right here, and he just wrapped 3 life belts around it, so it didn't sink.
So it would float. Yeah.
And you see that a lot where they would actually they would wrap ammo cans with life belts. You see that on D-Day a lot. It's interesting. Guy's got a handy talkie here.
Yep.
So yeah, not the best, but not the best in terms of quality. Oh, there's a captain right there.
Yep.
Not the best in terms of quality, but it's just you don't see a lot of 4th ID photos taken on D-Day.
Yeah, because that shit, they hit the beach and like they were fucking moving.
Yep. Yeah, they were on the move. You can tell these guys are on the move. Yep. I think that might be a DD tank up there. I'm not sure though.
That thing, that's a vessel of some sort.
Okay.
Yeah, that's like a fucking whatever. I don't know the nomenclature then.
So I got D-Day photos galore, but do you have anything you want to share?
Let me see really quick.
Let me see if I got anything in my Omaha photos. I got billions of Omaha photos.
Okay, yeah, I have one that I'll show.
All right.
You've seen it before, but the audience probably hasn't, even though it's shrunk. We started talking about things that.
Oh yeah, I've seen that. I love that guy's face.
Yep. So, anybody in the comments want to guess where this was taken?
I'll wait for them.
Or when, rather.
Yeah.
We actually don't know when or where, but I just want to have a guess.
Okay, so you don't know when this actually was or where it was.
I might have been told, but at this point I can't remember.
Okay. That's what do they call it? 96, right? Type 96?
99.
99, sorry.
Yep.
So someone said Guadalcanal ?
Could be.
Yeah.
You got the right theater operations. That's good.
No, it's a Bren gun.
Close. Definitely the influence, but
right, yeah, but someone might say that. I've seen people say stuff like that.
but yeah, so this is an original fucking photo taken of, I guess, a Marine
Yeah.
in the South Pacific. I can't remember if this was at the Cape or if it was at Guadalcanal.
Okay.
But it's funny as shit because it's like this was taken in the 40s.
Mhm.
How many fucking pictures have you seen about like GWAT guys doing the same kind of shit?
Oh yeah, absolutely. Where they're like holding something up.
Like,
Yeah.
yeah. I mean, nothing changes.
That's right.
Like technology does, time does, but people don't.
Mm-hmm.
And so I just think it was funny, like the fucking woo. Let me see if I can oh, so this is what we were originally going for.
Oh, that was the original I remember that photo now.
Yep.
That's a cool photo though.
That's a badass photo. These are combat cameramen. They're Marines. Yep. And they're going out there with all their fucking heavy ass equipment.
Yep.
I mean, heavy shit. One of those, the guy on the left that's holding the God damn, I know which name was here. Or Brian. Like I forget what it's called, but like it's the guy on the right's got a Rolleiflex, right?
Mm-hmm.
Without the shutter thing or without the guard.
Yeah.
So even the Rolleiflex is like what, fucking 10 pounds.
It's heavy.
Like
yeah, because I held it when I was out there. I'm like, oof, Jesus Christ.
Yeah, and that's like a still frame camera.
Mm-hmm.
And then what the fuck is the one on the left that Nate had?
Shit, I forgot.
I forgot too.
That rectangular one.
Yeah, the motion picture.
Yeah, I forgot.
Camera. But anyway, that thing weighs, with the box and everything, weighs like 25 fucking pounds.
Yeah, it's solid metal.
Oh my God, that thing's fucking heavy as shit. So I had to run the one back in when it was fucking up.
Yep.
I had to run the one back to the house. And I'm like, Jesus Christ. He's like, yeah, feel the box. And I'm like, oh my God. It's a leather box. And I'm like, Jesus. And so, yeah, these guys went out there and tried to get as much film as they could. And we found out, it's very, very fucking tough to get film.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. And yeah, you were not happy about that.
No, I mean, I was just curious. And like, I'm not, it's not that I'm not happy about it. It's like,
right. We
seek a mission and we seek the question and we answer the question, and holy shit.
Yep.
Was that difficult for those guys? Like, holy fuck.
Well, just, yeah, it put it in perspective of, what, those guys had to do and carry all that stuff. And
all the film and shit. They had to do most of that shit out in the field, like changing magazines and shit. Changing out film and not exposing it and everything. And then if it gets back to the States, if the ship is sunk, you're fucked.
Yep. Well, and there's stories of that happening where, like, they're fucking, they're something happened, the camera busts open and all the film is dead. Or like, oh shit, I dropped the camera, or stuff like that. You hear about that.
Yeah, exactly. And it's like, these guys were fucking the amount of footage they could get that we could see, like on the reels and shit, like from, like before films and stuff, is like, holy fuck, how the hell? And then going through censorship too, it's like, okay, you get an hour of footage, which is a long fucking time, and we're going to cut it down to 20 minutes.
Yep.
It's like, well, I got all this. Well, you can't. No.
It's unusable.
Yep. Can't do it. Because it's like, we don't want to show that to people because they make it upset. So
I got a cool one. It's just going into my Omaha stuff. And I want to see if you can guess what's on a number of these things, and then we can break it down.
Yep.
So let me share this right here. Okay. So this is obviously after the battle. This is way after the battle.
So that's the Navy, the beach landing party.
Those guys are, that's ESB, those ESB guys, Engineer Special Brigade, their Army.
So they had the same kind of, like the same looking insignia as
the Navy ones are red. That's how you can.
See,
Yeah.
okay, that's what I was just gonna ask. Okay, yeah.
Yeah. The army ones are white, and then they have that blue logo there in the center,
Okay.
or the
Okay.
patch. I mean, so yeah, these guys are 6th ESB.
So we've got, let's get a bunch of 105, or no, not 105, 81 millimeter fucking boxes.
These over here.
No, the ones on the left.
So if you look closely, the ones on the left, they say Vibusna stenciled on them. You know what that means?
No.
It's Czechoslovakian. And it means danger. It means like explosive.
So that was like the 75s?
These are for the FK-17 guns at Omaha.
It's the 75s though.
Yeah, 75 millimeter.
Damn. Okay.
Yep. So this is taken probably from guns that are like at WN-74 and those big old Skoda guns with the big wheels on the sides.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so that's what these are all for. And then over here, you see the boxes marked 88. That's all machine gun and rifle ammo. You know, that's what they call it. Patronkästen, I think. That's the German ammo crate that carried like rifle and machine gun ammo.
I forgot the word.
I think it's Patronenkasten. And then grenade cases.
Those are mortar rounds. Or no, those are grenade. You're right. They're grenade cases.
They're stick grenade cases. Yeah.
Yep.
So
and,
pretty cool.
Go to the right. In that little pile of shit down the right.
Gas mask filters.
Gas. I was just gonna say. Yep. Gas mask canisters. Why the fuck are those there?
Probably they were in some storage, or something like that.
What the fuck?
When they raided.
Open.
Yeah. That I'm guessing they're probably unused, but
but they're open, so it doesn't matter. It's like they're fucked already, like they're contaminated.
Right. And see, there's one of those shells right there. That's for the box.
Yeah, the 75s. Yeah,
the 75s. Yeah. And it's just cool. When I got this photo, I was like, I had to analyze the shit out of it because I'm like, okay, yeah, they're ammo crates. And I was looking up close. I'm like, what does that mean? Then I figured I looked it up as Czechoslovakian, and these would have been crates for those. Let me see if I can pull up one of them. Let's see. Can you see that on my screen? Or no?
Nope.
Okay, 1 second. Share screen. They're ammo crates for these types of guns, which there were a number of these at Omaha. This is.
Oh yeah. Okay.
So yeah, captured Czechoslovakian guns that the Germans were using. They had a lot of these.
They also use a shitload of those on the Eastern Front.
Yep. So it's always interesting, all this the war booty that the Germans had. But so yeah, no, it's cool just to see, captured stuff and then realizing where it came from.
Yeah, for sure. And there was a lot of Czech and French shit. You don't have to go into like Omaha in depth, but there was a lot of shit there that people don't realize. And
oh yeah, absolutely.
Someday we should schedule a fucking stream so that people know about. Don't fucking laugh.
Sorry, I can't help it.
Dude, how many times have you heard me do that in real life and you didn't laugh?
That's true. Yeah, I don't know why that one got me. So why should that? Yeah. So never mind. Keep going.
Anyway, we should do like a fucking in-depth photo analysis of Omaha.
Dude, I got the photos, believe me. So.
I know you do. And here's the thing is that would take probably about a total of 20 full fucking hours.
Yeah.
For us to analyze and you to tell us exactly where this was, what, all that shit. And it would take, because the more we get out there, the better. But I would want it to be like a fucking scheduled stream for people. Hey, if you're into Omaha, you're into D-Day, the only D-Day that fucking apparently matters in World War II. Fuck Tarawa, fuck Peleliu, fuck everything else. But
fuck you,
fuck Salerno. Yeah, fuck Iwo Jima, fuck Salerno, fuck Anzio. Who gives a shit? We'll just talk about the popular one that's got a lot of films made about it and series. But no, we should do that and go into just fucking breaking down all the shit that was at Omaha.
Yeah.
And then debunk what wasn't, because the more videos we get out about that and the more people can find it, because I know you did it with Paul.
Yeah, Paul Woodage.
Yep. Which is great. You guys should go check out that shit. You want to plug that really quick for him?
Yeah. World War II TV, Paul Woodidge's channel. He does episodes on tons of World War II things, obviously with his show World War II TV. And I was on recently where we talked about one section of Omaha, just one section of it. And I'm going back to do part 2 of that section on the 30th of this month. So
Nice.
go over to World War II TV, you'll find the video that I did in there. It was a lot of fun.
Yeah, we just want to because there's a lot of shit that Hollywood is like skewed. With Normandy among other things, but
it's like rewritten history almost.
Yeah, exactly. And it's I don't like that. I just want to set shit straight. And also I want to plug this book, which I finally fucking got a copy of, even though I've been talking about it, is The Other 16.
Hell yeah. I have it. I already have it. It's great.
Yep. I'm pretty sure James will sign it for you too.
He's a nice guy. He'd do it.
James is fucking awesome. Like,
I love him.
We hung out with James in person. We've been talking to him online for a couple of years now, but like we hung out with him in person in late July, early August of this year in Ohio, and we're doing that film project. And James is a fucking not only a stellar guy, but he's very fucking smart and thorough.
Yes,
in his research, he's like you. He's like that autistic scale of like fucking delving into one thing and fucking learning everything about it the way it actually fucking was.
Yeah.
And having no fucking shame and like saying, no, the history books are wrong.
Right. Yeah.
Because they are.
It's that forensic style of research. Yeah. That I love.
Yep. And it's like, the problem with me is like, I just know too many little things about too many different subjects.
Yeah.
And maybe someday I'll find something a wild hair will come up my ass and I'll be like,
that's your thing. Yeah. You're pretty good with, you're pretty down, focused on World War I. That's what I've noticed about you. That's like,
no, I'm focused. Well, I was focused on World War II forever. Right.
Yeah.
And when I got into World War I was like, oh, fuck. To better understand World War II, you should probably have a decent understanding of World War I. And I'm like, oh, this makes a lot of sense.
Right. And that's where I have to eventually get to, go back in time.
When you learn about World War I shit, dude, your brain's going to fucking blow up because you're going to be like, oh my God.
Yeah.
It's like you can just draw parallels to a lot of the shit that went down politically, militarily, economically, and everything like that. You can draw, and socially, you can draw a lot of parallels, and you're just going to go, oh, fuck. This is why we're in decline right now.
Yep.
Seriously.
And, no, I know. And I've started that because I did James's, his painting and stuff like that. And I'm doing another World War I painting for him this year. So that should, I'm going to learn even more about it here soon. Yeah.
And I'll be more present for advice on the next one because I had to check out for a while from you already talked about that, but like, anyway, it's, World War I is like, and I also had really, really good mentors. I want to shout out Ray Pyrus, Repros by Ray. He makes all the collar discs, all the insignia you'd ever want from the First World War. Fucking amazing. Great dude. He was a great mentor. Like he pointed me and his friends too. Like how to learn about the First World War. And then once you get down that rabbit hole, man, it's fucked. It's like, I mean, because it's so, you go, oh, it's so long ago, it's hard to research. No, it's really not. And also it's more relatable when you actually get into the research. You're like, oh, fuck.
Yeah.
Like, okay, this is not that far out. It's not like this black and white. We viewed it as black and white.
Right.
And like just silent film, whatever. And like, that's kind of how people view it in their heads. Because World War II has got a lot more. You can talk to the people that were there. World War I, not so much.
Yeah.
And so it like kind of starts dying off. But like when you get into World War I, it explains a lot about like what's going on even today.
Yeah, it's like the turning point for for mankind, basically.
It was because it was combined with the Industrial Revolution. It was like the first war that was fought on a big scale, I should say.
Yeah.
Where the Industrial Revolution really, really showed what carnage you can inflict.
Well, that's one of the things I find most interesting about World War One, and this is speaking from a novice perspective here.
That's fine. No,
Yeah,
that's fine.
and that is that it was this war that was before World War One. It was a common thing for countries to occasionally go to war with each other, and when World War One happened, they were still kind of in that same mindset, but they had this technology to where it made it completely different once they actually got there. You know?
Yeah, and it's like so the Russo-Japanese War in 1905 was the one that really kind of kicked it off and like showed what modern small arms could do, like machine guns and like actual rifles could do, like smokeless powder, small caliber rifles. And it was like, okay, but nobody gave a shit about that. Nobody learned from that. And they were like, yeah, whatever, that was their war. And then, the war breaks out in Europe, which is a really fucked up. I love the fucking thing about if World War I was a bar fight. That's the best fucking way to explain it.
Yeah.
They left out a few people, a few countries, but like whatever. But that's the best. It was literally a bar fight the whole fucking time politically. And anyway, so that breaks out, and then they go, oh, all of our leaders, most of the last war they fought in, like on the Western Front, like the French and the Prussian or Germans at that. Well, no, they weren't Germans at that point. The French and we'll call them Germans because they were nation states.
Yeah,
they're marching towards each other, and their leaders are fucking ancient. They're geriatric, and they're like, well, this worked in the fucking Franco-Prussian War. It's just going to be a repeat of that. Well, no, the fuck, it's not going to be.
Yeah.
And they found out very quick that it's like, no, we could be hit at 1,000 yards or meters. We could be hit at 1,000 meters. So we need to get down. We need to dig in.
That's the thing, though. Yeah, and it's just crazy to think that, like, it's just right before that technology wasn't, there, and then all of a sudden
it was there, but it was just not tested by people who were so fucking dated.
Right. Yeah.
It's basically like saying, okay, we have an information war going on. We have you and I are in an information war, and I need to get information on you to smear you and dox you and all that shit. And we're both thinking we're going to use fax machines.
Yeah, it's a fucking ancient technology.
Right. And so then our people below us go, no, we're going to use Facebook Messenger.
Right.
We're going to use Reddit. We're going to use fucking 4chan. We're going to use YouTube. And then it's like, oh, I don't understand any of that shit. I don't understand the concept. Okay.
Yeah.
This is very like not in depth.
Yeah. But I get what you're saying.
It's very like a generic statement, like a blanket statement, because there were people that obviously understood the capability of small arms and artillery and machine guns at that point. But it was overall macro level. It was like they were fighting in old style because they were being led by geriatric fucks that are from the old world. That was during the transition of black powder rifles that could repeat.
Yeah.
But it's still 1,000 meters. You're not going to be hitting guys accurately. You're going to be using volley fire, which they still use the black or the smokeless powder shit. But you're going to be using black powder, and you're just going to fucking lob rounds. Okay. And being in a trench is not a very new concept at all, especially at this point. It's like, it's very old. It's a tale as old as time. But like when you figure out that, we're wearing brightly colored uniforms that were relevant in black powder times when you couldn't fucking see to the left and right of you because of the smoke. We're out in the open, and we're just going to engage and do line battle, but it's at 1,000 meters instead of 100.
They can see us easily and hit us easily.
Right.
Yeah.
And we're, and then so it's like, okay, let's figure this out. And then that's where you get, because on the Eastern Front, trench warfare didn't start as soon as it did on the Western Front in 14. The Western Front, they were like, oh, fuck, we have to dig in. The Eastern Front was way more open at that point. And there was a lot of cavalry still used.
Right, yeah.
Cavalry was kind of irrelevant from like early 1914 on, as far as like an offensive, even defensive measure. But in the Eastern Front, it was used through 15. And yeah, it's anyway. I'll stop going on the tangent about fucking World War One. So,
but again, it's like we could do it just a whole episode on this, subject.
we can do so many episodes. But
yeah,
yeah,
so many episodes.
Yeah, it's fucking insane. So, do you have any more pictures?
Let me see here. Maybe.
Looks like you want to call it, and I'm fine with that.
If you want to call it, yeah. I mean, dude, I have so many different things here, but we went over the stuff that I mostly saved to go over. I got one of captured Americans at the Kasserine Pass. If we want to look at
let's
that,
do it. Let's do that one. Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
Then we'll call it after that. But
yeah.
that's going to be a great one because again, like we were talking, is the U.S. never wants to admit defeat.
Nope.
Even though there's been a lot of them.
Yep.
Huh.
Interesting, right?
The guy's wearing a winter cap.
Yep. The Germans wearing those early tropical boots.
Yeah, the high boots. Yeah, for sure.
Mm-hmm.
And he's got the no fucking Y straps. He's got a fucking, and he's army because he's got the army buckle on.
Yep.
The Americans, they look like the guys that were in before the draft really started getting everybody in.
You think so?
Yeah, they look like the guys they're older guys. They're like in their 20s.
Yeah.
Possibly early 30s.
This guy's smoking right here. He's lucky enough to have a cigarette.
Yeah, because the Germans, again, contrary to popular fucking belief, the Germans usually didn't treat prisoners terribly.
Yeah, prisoners of war. Yeah.
Prisoners of war, rather. Yeah.
Yeah.
And especially their first engagement with the Americans, they're probably like, holy shit, these guys have weird helmets on. They're dressed weird. Okay, yeah. These are Americans. We just defeated the United States.
Yep.
And they're going to be like, yeah, you can smoke. You can keep your fucking helmets on, which are, I mean, in a combat zone, I guess, yes, but like they're also can be used as weapons.
Yeah, that's true. Some of them don't have their helmets though. Like, you see.
No, I see that.
Caps.
Yeah, I'm looking at that.
Yep. This guy kept his haversack. That's cool.
Yeah, what the fuck? Like, like it looks like a chill picture. Like,
yeah, I guess it was. Is this guy over here in the very back is German too, right?
Yeah, he's German. Yep.
Yeah.
I can't see. Yeah, it's too grainy, but like, I think. I don't know, zoom out so I can.
Very bleached tropical tunic.
Very bleached.
Yeah.
It looks like also. It almost looks like a Luftwaffe tunic.
Could be.
So I can't see the buckle and everything. Everything's like too blurry, but like,
yeah.
The guy in the front's definitely Army. He's Dak, but like,
yeah.
Oh, is that just a picture or the guy on the top, second from the top right, the American guy? Does he have a fucking bullet hole through his helmet?
I saw that too. I'm like, that might just be part of the photo grain. But
no, that's a bullet hole.
You think
that's
so?
A fucking bullet hole. Yeah, the way it's shaped. Yeah, he's got a fucking straight up bullet hole through his.
That's fucking
helmet.
Badass.
Yeah, holy shit.
That's fucking cool.
That's that's probably when he said, "Fuck it, I'm done."
Like, let's stop this shit. Kasserine Pass fucking sucks.
Yeah, and then the nets too, like the couple nets that I see.
One net right here.
There's one. I think it was in the back. Maybe it was just grainy, but like, yeah, it was grainy.
Number of these guys, yeah, they're all smoking back here.
Yep. So they're just chilling out here, waiting to get moved.
Yep.
I'm pretty sure that guy behind, like in the German guy behind, is Luftwaffe.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure.
Just from judging by the look of his uniform.
Yeah. He might be Army as well. I don't fucking know.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, that's interesting. Like, they also have their fucking helmets on.
Yeah.
And Kasserine Pass was first ID, correct?
Yeah, first. I don't remember it was mainly first ID. I think there was another unit involved, but yeah, it was a first ID thing.
Yeah.
It's funny, when you look at a lot of wartime photos, you don't actually see as many shoulder patches as you'd think.
You see them in invasions.
Yeah, absolutely. But then afterwards, not so much.
But at Operation Torch, though, you didn't see, you saw mostly the American flag patches.
Yep.
And it was like, okay, I get it. Like, I don't know why they did that, but like after that, you know, their fourth, like you see it in Invasions, like very well, because I mean, so it's kind of like the whole concept of the unit patch came out from the Brits in the First World War in the Somme, right? So they issued, or they like told guys to like make unit patches to identify different battalions and regiments and all that shit. So that when they were doing this massive assault, they could all identify where they were, and like, because everybody knew where everybody was going to be, blah blah blah. And the U.S. started doing that at the end of the First World War, like post armistice. They would have, that's where we got all the patches, like the red arrow and shit like that.
Yeah.
First ID got their big red one there, and third ID, blah blah blah. Now in World War II, it was still a tradition because that was kind of a thing that became part of the U.S. Army in the interwar years, right? And then in World War II, it was like, yeah, we're going to have unit patches and they're going to be uniform. But for whatever reason, in Operation Torch, you don't see a lot of big red one patches or anything else, anybody else that landed there.
I don't know if I've ever seen a photo where you can see one.
No. And especially not painted helmets. That's fucking bogus.
No.
But then when you go into Sicily, you start seeing a lot more unit patches.
Yeah, especially third ID. Like every time I see third ID photos, they always have the broken TV
first
screen.
ID starts doing that too in Sicily, and ninth starts doing that, and also in the South Pacific, it's weird because you see like the 32nd guys went over there, right? They're actually one of the first units in combat from the U.S. in World War II. So in late 1942, they're in New Guinea, right? And a lot of the guys had sewn on red arrows on their HPTs. Those uniforms get torn up and ate up, and you don't see unit
tossed
patches.
Aside, yeah.
You don't see unit patches pretty much throughout the rest of the fucking campaign for the 32nd or most of the South Pacific guys.
Yeah.
Like, because they're just like, don't even fucking bother with it. It doesn't matter. It's just whatever.
Yep.
But in Europe, you see, especially with invasion forces, a plethora of unit patches. And then as they're issued new shit, it's like, okay, well, it's just it's like this, like what we're looking at.
Yeah.
Flick side, nobody gives a fuck. What unit are you from? I'm from fucking third ID. Okay, we're in the wrong spot. Yeah. And so that's how you do that. And like, it's very weird but you'll see different units having their unit patches on throughout the entire war, whether they were involved in an invasion or not.
Yep.
It's like if they're replacements and they were in England and they had time to sew on their patches and all look uniform, you'd see that. And then as units and also did you know this? That airborne units, once they dropped and they could get resupplied, they were straight up infantry uniforms.
Yeah, no, I've seen it. I've seen a lot where they're wearing like M41s.
Yep.
Yeah, like M41s with the Screaming Eagle patch on them.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then it's like there's some of those that landed on Normandy and D-Day, but like when you see that's why there's not a lot of pictures that are I don't know why, but like you don't see a lot of pictures like 82nd and 101st guys past Normandy or past the initial phases of Market Garden, because they're not wearing, well, especially in Normandy, they're not wearing their jump uniform.
Yeah. The big blouse and all that. Yeah.
Yep. And then in a Market Garden, it's like they're wearing M43s.
Yep.
They're reinforced, yes, but like they're wearing M43s.
Since that point on, I think they were always wearing M43s.
The airborne guys, yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, for sure. Or whatever they could get, you know? Because like in Bastogne, you hear I've read some things about guys, their M43s are torn from, going through Holland and all that shit. And they get to Belgium and they're like, oh, here's an M41.
Yep.
And so they're wearing an M41, no patches, no nothing. But it's like, here's your fucking thing. And so that's another thing that people really don't realize is like airborne guys, they wear their jump uniform, yes. And that's why the M43 was supposed to be like the end all be all, which M43 is a very good uniform, by the way.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I have a couple of those jackets. They're great.
Yeah, they're really good. They're a little bit heavy for a lot of environments, but like for Europe, they're great. And yeah, so anyway, like you're gonna see a lot of slick side fucking guys throughout the entire war, and you're like, what unit is this? So you have to have like some provenance of like, oh, well, this is from the family of so and so, and here's so and he was in this unit. Oh, okay. But yeah, it's very hard to interpret photographs where they're all slick side like this.
Yeah, but again, you see it a lot in movies, though. Patches for everyone, you know.
And I do get that. And like
Yeah.
when we made our movie, it's like that's not that far off from the Salerno landings, and like those guys would have still had patches on.
Oh yeah, no, I get it. Yeah,
that's what we took that into consideration, though. We had a long conversation about that.
I remember that. Yeah,
it's like, so do we do patches? Yes, probably, because of all these photographs that show Salerno plus fucking 24. You know, it's like D plus 24 is like they're all wearing patches because they all got the same shit on.
Yep.
Now, in their fucking helmets at Anzio, and it's like they didn't do that at Salerno, so we also took that into consideration.
Yep. And I think maybe we're the only movie that's ever done that right, because anytime third ID is ever shown, and there's like fucking decals. Yep, it's like that's an iconic look.
Yeah, it is, and it's like,
but no, it wouldn't have been that way.
Before Anzio, like, no, they didn't do that shit. They didn't even have the fucking invasion bars, like for NCOs and officers. So it's like, and at Anzio, if I remember correctly, like they had the spade painted on the back of their fucking M1s for third ID.
They did, yeah. That's for Anzio. You see that, yeah.
Yeah, and then that they covered that up or got rid of that pretty quick because it's
highly fucking visible.
Yep. But like, yeah, you see the third ID decals or the whatever on the helmets throughout the entire war. Again, it's not. We never want to speak in absolutes unless we say it's an absolute.
Yeah.
Because it's like, yeah, you're gonna see unit patches in every fucking unit throughout the entire war. You're gonna see some, like when they started doing it from, you know, the end or till the end, you're gonna see fucking people that have painted helmets because whatever.
Yeah.
Like decals on there. It's like, but is it the norm? We don't know. We weren't there.
Yep.
All we have to go by is photographs.
Photographs, yeah. Don't take people's word for it.
Correct.
You know, yeah, don't ever do that. Yeah, photographs in terms of this stuff is the best way to do it, and then looking at documents that were made at the time.
At the time, yep. And it's yeah, because people's word of mouth, like again, I've talked about this so many times. I made so many videos. I was issued a Mattel M16 in basic. No, you fucking weren't.
Yeah, this fucking thing.
I'm like, I've never seen any contracts provided. Mattel has come out many times and said, we never made anything for the fucking M16 ever, furniture, whatever. They didn't even have the right kind of plastic at the time, the right kind of polymer,
right,
to make that shit, right? It was a lower grade. They didn't have the fucking means to make it. There's not one picture, original picture. Well, we didn't have cell phones back then. I said, yeah, you had fucking cameras, though.
Yeah, cameras everywhere, yeah.
And if you thought it was funny, you went to just snap the fucking photo. You might have had a GM Hydromatic receiver in basic, because they made a bunch of them for basic trainees that looked vaguely similar, and maybe your mind isn't right. But again, it's the Mandela effect.
Yeah.
It's the whole thing about like, so you know how many fucking boomers swear to God, and older people, they swear to God they watched Kennedy get assassinated on camera, live on TV.
Yeah, that never happened.
The Zapruder film came out 5 fucking years after.
The only footage of it is the Zapruder film.
And it came out 5 fucking years afterwards. But everybody claims and everybody swears, I watched it live on TV.
I saw Kennedy's head explode on live TV. It's like, nope.
No, you didn't.
Yep.
And it's the whole Mandela effect. Like, you know, he was fucking killed. Like, you know, no, he wasn't.
Yeah.
Like, that's the thing is, like, just because you think something doesn't mean it's true. And that's why word of mouth, or like my word, I say every time, like even with you, I tell you, and you're my friend, like I go, don't trust what I say. Please make sure you validate that.
Yeah, you validate. And if you want to come back to me and say, hey, I found something that says differently. Okay, let's see. You know, let's
just check it out. And that's the thing. It just fucking drives me nuts. But like, so with analyzing photographs, yeah, we push a narrative because that's what we're doing. We're just getting our thoughts on it. Nothing we said is factual. It's just like what we interpret that based on our knowledge and our research.
Yeah.
And like, that's what I wish more people would do is like, this is not a fact. This is what I think.
Right. Yeah. It's pure. It's analyzing, you know, it's breaking stuff down.
It's
and
speculation, you know,
it's
it's like,
speculation. Yeah. Cause it's like, I mean, we can just look at, and that's the best thing to do. We can say, hey, look at this. This guy has this. What does that mean?
yes.
Well, it means this, this, and this. So it's like,
And because this guy has this could have been the case, blah, blah, blah. And yeah, that's the way I like, you know, analyzing historic shit is like, there's no certainties, especially with photographs and shit like that. Cause again, we weren't there.
yeah.
You know,
Yeah,
we don't
absolutely.
fucking know. Like, I don't even remember a lot of the shit from when I was in Iraq. Like,
Yeah.
Brian says, "Who made your fucking plate carrier?" And I'm like, I don't fucking know.
Why the fuck would I know that?
Right. But that's the thing is like, you know, it's the thing is like you don't remember a lot of those things. So it's like when you talk to vets, like there's like macro things that, and there are micro things that I do remember.
Mhm.
But it's like don't take my word for it. Go research it yourself. Question me.
Yeah.
Even though I was there, like question me, and you don't have to be a dick about it, but like just go, hey, so are you sure that this was this way?
Right.
And I'll just probably be like, yes, or actually no, I don't remember.
No, this is what I maybe think, you know, but I'm willing to be open about it.
Yeah.
That's when I go ahead and argument with a guy who his dad was adamant that the famous bunker at Omaha Beach that has the 88 millimeter gun in it. He said that when he was on Omaha Beach on D-Day, and he said that that bunker was shooting at them with a machine gun. The machine gun was shooting from that bunker, and it's a casemate for an artillery gun round, you know, an artillery gun. It's not a machine gun position. And I'm like, okay, he said that, but no, that's not what was in this bunker. And this guy was like, my dad said so. He was there, and all this stuff. And I'm like, look, dude, your dad was probably getting shot at. He looked over in the direction of where the gunfire was coming from, saw that that bunker, and said, oh, that must be where it's coming from. He's not a fucking bunker expert, you know? He wasn't a fucking bunker expert.
Also, it seems that everybody was in Patton's Third Army and everybody was on Omaha Beach.
Yeah. Dude, I get that all the time. Oh, my dad, this, and it's like, wow, a lot of Omaha Beach veterans sons are on Facebook. But
a lot of them, yeah, even though it wasn't.
Oh, I know, dude.
That many. Yeah. It's like
I know. But that's a whole other thing with the Patton tours that we could get into. But
oh fuck. Yeah. I know.
But no, I'm just telling, like, look, man, like, okay, I believe that your father was there and was getting shot at and looked over and saw that bunker. But I mean, again, he's not an expert on German fortifications. To him, it's like, oh, I'm getting shot at. Where's it coming from? Oh, there's a bunker right there. That must be where it's coming from. Yeah, it's like that's probably what happened. It doesn't mean there was a machine gun in it though, because there wasn't.
No, it means that, you know, he got shot at and was like, fuck, and then
that's the first thing he saw was that bunker.
Yep,
yeah.
Exactly. And that's the thing is like that's a secondary source. If you look at history, that's a secondary source. Word of mouth, people's word is a secondary source, and it should be treated as such.
Yep.
You got primary sources and you've got secondary sources.
Absolutely. Well, should we call it?
We should definitely call it. We did 3 hours. Damn.
That was fun as fuck. We got to have more people on though to do more of this.
Yeah, I know. Like it's so much funnier like when we get people that are like, wait a second, fucking hold on. What the fuck is this? Because like we can only notice so much. We've got our specialities, as
exactly
says. But we can only do so much. But anyway, yeah, James Johnson, this is live, or this was live. We're about to head off. But thanks so much for watching, everyone. I hope you enjoyed it. And yeah, it's fun as fuck. Like
yeah,
we've been talking about doing this again for a long time, and like I think it's about time we start making this a more regular thing.
You're gonna get back in the set. You're gonna get Devin back on, and you know, other friends and shit.
Yep, yep. Nate, Brian, fucking Trey, fucking Jonesy, because Jonesy's gonna be fun because he's just like, I don't know. There's a bunch of guys, kind of sitting around, smoking cigarettes. And I don't know, man. I mean, they just look like they're having a good time. Fucking Jonesy.
You nailed it, Jonesy.
Yeah, exactly. Well, that was great. Like, really quick before we go, like I told you this, but like, or maybe I didn't. That when Sawyer like got with the camera, like got in people's faces and was interviewing them.
Yeah.
Brian said he went through a lot of the raw footage, and like they were like, yes, I got my SM wholesale boondockers, and I dubbed them with this and that and everything, blah blah blah. And he goes, what's going on? And Jonesy just goes, yeah, it's hot.
That's more real though than anything else. That like,
well, that's because Jonesy was an infantryman. He's not a fucking reenactor. Like he was an infantryman. He's like, yeah, it's hot. Like fucking A, like that's amazing. So that was fucking great. So but yeah, because what? Okay, fucking Nate's on here with Scuttlebutt.
Oh shit, yeah, we got Scuttlebutt.
So it's live. I don't check the chat when I'm analyzing photos because I full screen this shit. When I'm just talking to your dumb fucking bearded ass, you Nordic Viking fucking wannabe Polish fucking bear hairy piece of shit, I don't full screen because I don't need to see you any bigger than the minimum that we have on here. But
I'll be right back.
Tonight we were analyzing photos, and I had to full screen in order to see it in detail and analyze that. So Nate, go fuck yourself. By the way, Scuttlebutt, War Movie Review podcast is a great thing. I do that once a week with my friends. Mike's one of them, the guy where I'm on with right now. And you got Nate, Brian, and we also have guests sometimes. So you should definitely go. I did miss your last comment. Oh, fuck. So what a bunch of fucking nerds. Yes, we already addressed that right before you jumped on, Nate. So no, your comment's fucking way late.
Nate, are you on the
clean shaven bitch?
Are you listening to this while you're out on the boat right now?
Come at me, clean shaven bitch. I'll fucking end you in your goddamn hairy fucking gorilla body.
Is he messaging you personally now?
No. He's just, I'm just replying to the comments and the fucking.
Okay. Love you too.
Oh God. But yeah, anyway, we should wrap this bitch up. It's been 3 hours. But like yeah, anyway, check out Scuttlebutt. I've posted links. If you go to the community tab, there's plenty of links to the podcast. It's very fun. We have a great time every week doing it. And
yep. We just tore apart
the Forgotten Battle.
The Forgotten Battle, yeah. That was
so fucking, it's so disappointing.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, you guys can listen to that shit. And it's just a bunch of us nerds just getting together, reviewing war films.
It's the kind of nerdism that we love.
It's like we get like 10 shitty ones, and then like shitty to average, and then we'll get one that like is really good, and we're like, oh fuck. And those are usually longer because then we like go in and like nerd out over everything, and like this is so fucking cool. But it's like, yeah, most war movies are dog shit. They're fucking terrible.
Yeah, it's like 75%, I would say.
Oh, dude, I'd say it's 90.
I know you have a much you hate them way more than I do, I think.
Well, now that I know more about filmmaking, like the behind the scenes kind of shit, I hate more of them.
Right, yeah.
Because I'm like, that was fucking lazy. Like, why the fuck can't you just do this? Like it's one of those things that I kind of wish I would have never gotten into it, because I could have just analyzed it from like a gear standpoint and like a viewer standpoint. But now that I know what goes into like making a film, I'm like, that was fucking lazy, and I know that. So fuck you.
Right, yeah, because like I've gone through that. I know how it can be done,
Right. It's like, yeah, you should have done this, and you could have done this. That's the thing. So anyway, yeah, Michael hates the Dutch.
Yeah, little. Yeah, I hate my own people.
Oh, so this guy James K goes, Mike loves Wind Talkers as the most accurate World War II movie. We're gonna get there, and that's gonna be That'll be a long one.
I have been pushing that one for a while now. I think Sammy Boy should be on for that.
Oh, definitely.
One. Yeah.
Sam. Yeah, I was just about to say what I usually say, but like Sam should be on there.
Yeah,
for sure.
That is a steaming pile of horseshit.
It's one of the worst. It's one of the worst, and it's so fucking long. It's like having a fucking 12-inch dick, but you got the herp, the clap, and fucking just like I don't know, some other kind of weird bacterial infection going on constantly.
Schmegma, yeah.
Yeah, it's just terrible. So it's just fucking you could have done it, buddy, but you chose. Oh my god. Anyway, yeah, we'll have to get Sam on there.
Yeah, because he should be a guest already because we're friends with him.
We should schedule that. Nate, talk to Brian, and then I'll talk to Sam. Let's get that fucking. We have to do that. We've been talking about it for over a fucking year now.
Yeah, rip that Band-Aid off already.
I just want to get it done so people quit fucking bitching about it and like, oh, we should do Wind Talkers. Let's just get it done.
Yep.
Because I'm done with the fucking the anxiety of like the build up. Let's just do it. We'll talk to Sam, figure out a fucking day where he's good to go. And then, yeah, I mean, we just have, yeah, let's just do it. I'm sick of it. So, all right, everyone. Thanks so much for watching for 3 fucking hours. Yep. Thanks, James, for the super chat. Wind Talkers review part 1 of 5. Well, that podcast is probably going to take a while.
It might run for a couple hours.
We're just going to do it in one shot because I don't want to do fucking more parts on that piece of shit than I need to. Despite all my rage, I'm still just Nicolas Cage. So anyway, thanks to the super chat, James. Thanks for watching, everybody. And if you're watching this in the future and you weren't available live, comment smegma in the comments. Just do that. Because Mike just said that, so we're gonna have to do that. So
that's how we know you watched the whole thing.
Watch the whole thing. All right, later, everybody.
Peace the fuck out.
All right.